like steps in place to make sure that we didn't get to the point we are now. Trump dismantled that whole process and is like, well, we need to make sure that, I have a feeling that Iran might try something. So I'm going to do this. Explain it. Make it make sense.
Bob? You there, Bob? Okay. Appreciate you. Bob? You there, Bob? Okay. Appreciate you.
Went to go get some coffee.
Yeah.
Where Bob at? Bob said he joining the military and he going to fight. Gonna be boots on the ground.
I'm at 50 Cent. You know he a big 50 Cent fan. He's a veteran.
Oh, is he, huh?
Yeah.
I don't like 50 cents. 50 cents is
He's a
I know I ain't
veteran.
gonna like Bob.
Makes sense to you because
50 Cent is a traitor.
What you say, Bob? She said that.
number one,
What you say, Bob? You breaking up.
you're not in power.
You breaking up. You got them Trump bars, man.
He got bars.
That MAGA Metro. You got them Trump bars, man. Unreliable. That MAGA Metro.
This is just God's work.
What do you mean? What knowledge does Trump have, Bob? Seems like he would be a good, rugged American man. I mean, it seems like he would be a good old, regular, rugged American man. And you worried about Iran? How are they America, man? They don't threaten us. You don't worry about them. They halfway across the world. How are they a threat to us, but the cartels aren't? Would that have been a bit? I'd have been more up if he'd have said the cartels rather than Iran. Because it looked like he's just doing this for your boy, Netanyahu. And as a patriot, I would hope that it would grind yours as well. That's what really grinds my gear, Bob. And as a patriot, I would hope that it would grind yours as well.
For it's not real. Absolutely. What the hell are we over there doing for it's not real? This is America.
America, exactly.
Do you guys catch? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, did you guys catch the Tucker Carlson interview with Ted Cruz about Iran and us doing us doing like this on the behalf of Israel?
What did he say?
When he said he was, that was.
It was Miss Silva. You have to watch it because, like, as much as Tucker Carlson is what he is, like he fucking destroyed Cruz. At one point, he said. At one point, he was like, "Well, is the U.S. helping Israel with this?" And we were part of this. And he's like, "Well, that's breaking news because up until just the second, they said that we weren't doing this because of Israel. So what are you talking about? Like the whole thing is just like Tucker destroying this man." You have to watch it. It's amazing.
Yeah, because they even they don't want to be doing this for it's not real. This is what it's not real wants. It's not real needs to do this shit by their damn self, and we need to stay out of it.
And Tucker has now been banned from Trump's circle because he was like able to talk to Trump at some point still, like. But now that he like tried to talk Trump out of doing this with Iran, he's been banned and they won't let him talk to Trump anymore.
Well, Tucker better be careful. He might get this phone call like CK did. I hope he don't answer it.
You see where Trump got his approval ratings went up since the Iran conflict started?
What poll? We're at.
3 points higher.
Poll, I believe you, but just tell me the poll. What poll?
Just pull up Trump's daily approval ratings.
What
we don't
poll?
do that.
I'm asking you. I believe you, but just tell me the poll. Yeah, they're MAGA supporters. So,
they're the only ones who do daily anymore.
And they only go to MAGA supporters. So, like, they don't have a generic base. It's a controlled base of MAGA supporters. That's why I asked Rasputin.
At least we know his support was down in the MAGA community.
So I just Googled Iran war polling, and the first 4 articles talk about how a majority of Americans oppose this.
What
According
number
to
did they give you?
articles, I haven't pulled up any. Let's go. Let's
So
pull
you just
up.
grabbed the headline?
I grabbed 4 different headlines that said that actually when I Googled it, but let's dig deeper here. Okay, pull. We'll do NPR. Fine.
56 disapproval rating.
You know, Trump got rid of NPR, didn't he?
The New York. It
He
says
did
he's
not-
got a 56 disapproval rating,
Yes.
41 approval from the New York Times. 20.
What was the date of that article, sir?
This is 2 hours ago. It says updated March 8th, 2026, 2 hours ago.
Well, you got New York Times.
Says silver. Yeah.
I got Rasmussen. New York Times don't go to Trump supporters, does it?
This says silver bullet. I don't know.
Nate Silver. Yeah, what's Nate Silver saying?
Real poll people poll everybody. They try to get every
Wait a minute.
age group. They try to get every
What did them real
economic
polls say about
status
the
group. They try to get different races. They try to get people that live in cities, and then they go get people that live in rural areas because they want a good understanding about how all people think. Those are how good polls are conducted.
What did them good polls say about Kamala Harris when she was running for president?
No, I don't think
It
so. I don't
She
know.
had a chance to win.
I don't.
She had a chance to win, didn't they?
Give her a high.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It depends on when you like initially, like her first week or two. I think they did give her a higher chance, but it
I'm
started.
talking about
dwindling
election
down.
night. The night.
Brown. There's some
No, it
things
was.
about
I
that
think it was
election
almost
we
like
can't
a
talk about.
even.
Well, she was
a-
polling pretty well
type
until
What was the
I
final?
like talking-
What was the
Brown.
final electoral count?
Brown. I don't like
think it was
talking
like
about that election
Rio.
because we can't make the same claims that the person you worship was able to make when he lost his second election. So we can't talk on the facts.
Well, you can
of
make
that
the same
election.
claim. I mean, you would
No,
sound
we
just
can't
as
talk
stupid
on
as
the
him.
facts because TikTok drop
You
you
say hello
and
or
say
anything,
false
Mike?
information and all kinds of
Sorry,
shit.
what?
Cassidy and started spewing off. You didn't say hello to the panel or anything.
I know you
No, I
recognize
kind of
white
agree with you.
privilege.
No, I mean, look, you
There's
can
a whole
talk,
lot of
you can
Caucasian you got
criticize
there,
it.
Is
buddy.
that white privilege?
I'm
Caucasian.
mixed.
I don't mean you can't have Caucasian.
Mixed with Irish and German, like what? Stop it.
A little bit Nigerian. I'm Sicilian, so I got a
Could you
little
cam up so
Nigerian
we
in
can see
me.
how mixed you are, man?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, this
He
entire
said
account's
he's
You
not
don't have
Sicilian. I
Jesus
like
Christ.
You said what? No, you can't cam up like a man.
this entire account's anonymous, man.
Oh, so you're not a man.
He's
Okay.
black. So you black Italian.
I'm Sicilian, not Italian.
Well, ain't Sicilians.
Well, that's black.
ain't
No,
that-
Sicily.
the Italians
Sicily.
are very
By the
hateful
Moors.
to us as Sicilians. We don't like to be confused with the Northerners. You know, they look down on us.
Yeah, but I'm saying y'all was ran through by the Moors.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm mixed.
No, brother, that was generations. So you white.
But this is-
No, you just said I got ran through by the
Moors
That was
are not
generations
white.
ago, brother. That was generations ago, man.
But the Sicilians
Yeah, and it doesn't
are
go
still
Probably
away.
as white as Bob, man. Come
They're
on.
still
Hey, wait a
dark.
minute. Wait
They're
a
still
minute. Don't
dark.
go there.
Oh,
Don't
wait. I
go
mean,
there.
look, listen to
Yes, Bob,
Sylvia. She
come
knows
on.
her shit.
You know, they tan if they go out in the sun. They get a little dark.
Yeah,
Them the
yeah,
loud
chill,
ones,
dude.
You know, them the loud ones.
They're
you know,
olive skin. Olive
yeah,
skin.
that act ghetto, as they call them. You know, the loud Italians, the ones that I like.
Yeah,
When
you
I
know, the
first saw
Northerners
Ron,
hate
I
us,
thought
the
he was
WASP
Italian.
whites hate us. You know, they wouldn't even let me
I
into
was
a damn
Italian.
country club because my name ends in a vowel.
Instead of love and the light.
Yeah, man.
I've always
You up
had-
there
Hey,
talking
I'm
about all
always
these
had,
dark
I've always had a love and a likeness
You know,
for
Mm.
some Italians. Yeah, my dad. Now listen, don't take it. I can't say the word because
Hey, Miss Sylvia. I'm messing with you. Go ahead, Miss Sylvia. Do you?
No, I can't say the word because TikTok loudly dropped me.
Oh. Okay. Now, what were you saying?
You know,
Mike?
because they got slangs that was used against them too back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was gonna
You can
say
say
a couple.
nobody cares about. That's like calling somebody a Pollock nowadays. Nobody cares.
Well, back in the day, they used to refer to y'all as Dagos. or
Hey, you
There you
know
go.
why
Wow.
time goes so
wasp-
fast in Italy?
wasp without papers.
Hey,
know,
do you know why time
Yeah,
goes so
WAP. We
fast
used to
in
call them
Italy?
WAPs.
Oh, that's who that. Mhm.
Because every time you turn around, you see a day go by.
A white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh, that's who that was. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, WASP is a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. WAP would be without papers.
You're the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So they was talking about the Protestants when they would refer to them that
Well,
way?
no, the Protestants were talking about us. I mean, the Protestants are the
Okay.
ones that have been running the shit.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying when y'all came to America, that was some of the slang terms.
You can
in
use
America
that if you want.
that was
Yeah,
used
the
against you.
the slang
You
was
as a
created
youth.
by the
I
WASP.
don't have no copyright on that.
Okay. Okay.
That
White
losing my job.
Anglo-Saxon Protestants created the terms like, Guinea, WAP, Dago.
Yeah. Okay. And then a lot of
they're
the
still pretty hateful
Italians
to
then
us.
assimilated into whiteness to
The
be
Northerners
accepted.
did.
The Northerners did because they could because
They
their
were
skin
lucky enough to sneak in there, yeah.
right. Just like real light-skinned Spanish people were able to assimilate into whiteness. You know.
Yeah,
So
but it
there's
doesn't look
history.
like he's gained. I'm gonna look for Respution Pole.
Those WAPs are still very, very hateful towards pretty much, not only
45%.
minorities
You had a
like
41.
POCs
I
and
never saw
Hispanics,
them
but
that
also non-WASP white people.
It was like
What
They
was the
wouldn't even let me
margin of
into a
error on
country
the New
club
York
because my
Times
name
poll?
ends in a vowel.
daily.
Right.
It wasn't one. And if
Yeah,
they would like,
every
it was
poll
a
has a margin
composition.
of error.
No, they were composing daily polls.
And it
And
sucks
that's why-
too because they have all the nice golf clubs. That's the ones you want to join. So when they wouldn't let me in, I had to go down the street. Now I'm in more of a melting pot of a club. There's plenty of Jews and Italians there, but it's not as prestigious as the WASP club is.
Mike, can I ask a question?
It's all right. I'm not complaining. It's a decent course, but
Mike, can I ask a question?
yeah,
Where are you from? Part of the country?
New York.
Yes.
You ain't got no New York accent.
City or
We're not all from the city. It's a
Yeah,
big
state.
state.
You talk upstate,
No,
you're
upstate.
upstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, your New Yorkers talk almost like Jamaicans. They sound like Jamaicans.
Like they're
to me.
from
The
Jersey.
fast They talk with that accent they have, but like you say, there's all parts of New York. I don't know where everybody. I know where everybody automatically thinks New York is because of the name of New York. Just like a little bit with Louisiana and New Orleans, they think a lot of people have always thought New Orleans was the state when it was always Louisiana. But you only hear about New Orleans, so nobody you hear that more than you hear the word Louisiana.
Ain't nobody
Yeah,
going nowhere
It's
else.
crazy. People also think New York's a lot smaller of a state than it is. They go, you're upstate. So what, you can get to New York City in like an hour? Like, nah, man. It's gonna take about
Bob,
8
you know
hours.
they only surveyed 300 people out of Rasputin.
What is it, Rasputin?
Dude, who the hell is
They were at Mar-a-Lago.
Rasputin? You talk about like the Russian mystic?
I
Who the
mean,
hell are you going to for
What is it,
statistics?
Rasputin? What's the name?
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
What the fuck kind of
So
media
300
source are you finding here?
Surveying 300 people, Bob,
kind of like-
is not a good reference of the way people, the majority of the way people think. Okay, so now if they had surveyed 5,000, 10,000 people, or even 1,000 people, that would have been a good number to multiply.
I bet you they could have polled 50 people if it would have said Trump's approval rating was at 27. You'd be saying, I believe that.
No, because you have to multiply the number. See, you don't understand.
Trump won despite the polls twice.
Like I said, initially, I think
He won in 16 despite the polls.
I don't remember the poll being in her favor. Like I said, initially, I think she was. I don't
No,
think
they said
was
she had a
surprised.
chance to win. She believed it. That's why
Yeah,
she
but
got so drunked up that night. Yeah, she did. She's a bad alkie. And it's easy to become one. I'm going to tell you. You know why? Because when you're going to them parties all the time.
But Brown, you know that election was suspect, right? Okay.
Which one?
The one you bragging about Trump won?
It was suspect to who?
The Democrats.
Right. And the last one was suspect to who?
Now, if you remember
2020.
in 2000, I know you were only 8 years.
Republicans. Now, if you remember back in 2000, I know you were only 8 years old at the time, Ryan. But,
1.5.
right? But in 2000, the Supreme Court had to decide the election, and both sides were saying it was suspect.
He barely won the race. Y'all go off on that lie.
And yeah, we knew so. Come on,
He
Florida
had a
was suspect.
mandate.
Bush
He
was
had
down
a
That's what I'm
with
talking about. I hear you.
And he
Bush
barely
is-
won the race. So we won't talk about votes and tallies that they found floating in the river up in New Jersey, and all these other things, because see, they won't allow us to speak about that. We can only talk about how Trump got
That's good
cheated.
that you would recognize that.
Bush and Gore.
Are you talking about the last election?
Bush and Gore.
Oh, okay.
2000. Well, we could talk about it any election you want. We're very familiar with all of them.
I think he lost 2020. I know.
I mean, I think Trump won. And I think he lost 2020.
I think Trump won, but I think that in 24, but it wasn't like I don't see it as a true win because it was mostly a lot of Democrats sitting out of it. Like, it's not like he came out and beat all these Democrats with like record voter turnout. It was just that.
Did you see the Electoral College?
We had over 1 million people that didn't vote.
Yeah.
They were all voting with Trump.
No, they wouldn't have.
They thought he thought he had it.
No, we had the protest vote on our side.
I don't even think protesters vote. They don't believe in the system, the voting system. They
Bob,
believe
I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
Let me ask you, Bob, let me ask you this. Are you the type of person, if you find out you were wrong about something, do you admit to being wrong?
in a heartbeat.
No.
Okay.
No.
So if you notice, time is really flying.
I agree.
We're already in
It was
March.
just Christmas, right? I was just talking to a lady about that this morning.
So now Trump is going to be out of here real soon.
What's real soon to you?
Because like I said, time is flying. So
What's
these
real
4
soon
years
to
are
you?
going
Tell us what real soon is.
in 2 more years. I'm talking about when his term ends. What I'm saying is time is flying.
Correct.
So his 4 years will be upon us in no time.
Right,
This shit will have went like a whirlwind.
right.
So when that time is up, we will all know whether Trump was good for this country or bad.
Well,
So
that's a fair statement to make.
So
But
what I'm asking is, at the end of that time, if you see that Trump was horrible for this country, are you the type of person that will admit when you're wrong? Because I believe all of you will have to come to the altar when he is out of here. Hold on, Brown. Some of you have already came to the altar, but there's still some of you who are out there holding on. But I believe in the end, when it's over and done with, anybody that really has common sense and it's not just evil ass person that maybe wanted this evil. Now, the people who wanted this, they're never going to say anything. But for those common sense people of you who really thought Trump was going to do something different and really come in and do good for the American people, and that our economy was going to be sitting in some of the
He does it every
some
day.
of the best places. Because first of all, until you cash your 401k and stocks out, you ain't made no fucking money. It's just money on paper. So we're gonna see where all of that is sitting in 4 years, and we'll all come back together then. And if he did good, I'm the person that'll say, damn, what Trump ended up doing, we suffered a lot of casualties. We had to take a lot of big bumps and pay a lot of expensive costs, and gas went up hell of a high, and all of our prices went up. Some of us didn't make it because we couldn't afford them high prices, but for those of us that could make it and hang in here, it worked for us. I'll be willing to, I'm okay with coming and saying that. So I just need you to be able to do the same thing.
I can predict the future.
I can too.
What I'm going to tell you is I'll be the one going, young lady, Sylvia,
That you need grown.
tell me,
Grown people still.
who's your daddy?
Mm-hmm.
He would our daddy.
That is weird, huh? That you need grown. You think grown people still need daddies? I mean, we might want to be with our daddy.
You should always have a daddy in your life.
But see,
We
this
think
is
different than you. That's a different cultural thing. White people definitely are 100% convinced you need a daddy in your life.
You need a daddy? You need a daddy after you
Daddy
become a
in your
man?
life.
But
So
see,
you can be
that's
born
where
in, you can be
that's where
born in
you
1978. You can be born in 1978 and then say to your dad, Dad, I got a question.
I'm different.
Now
Bob,
you're a
you all
lot
don't
older than me.
believe
You
that
got more
'cause
years on this earth than me.
Now,
More
you don't
needing
believe
a
sunshine.
that.
warning
I
advice
got a
from him is
question.
something different.
Because
It's
You
see,
don't
two different
your
believe that
dad
things.
would
because
be an
you've done
idiot if
you
he
did
if he
everything
didn't
you could
learn
do to
anything
take
and he was older than you.
Bob, you don't believe that because you did everything. Y'all white people did everything you could to remove the black man out of his house.
The
So you don't
Democrats did.
you
The
don't believe
Republicans did.
you don't believe
That
everybody
was
needs a
white people,
dad. So you
Bob.
can
That's
stop
No,
white
that
people.
lie.
they were. You're right. Them liberals.
So you can stop that lie.
But hold on. But the thing is, my dad tried to put those seeds in me before he left because he knew one day he was leaving.
Things before he left.
He knew I wouldn't always have my dad, even though I wanted him. He knew that. So he instilled in me things before he
Well,
left.
I want
And
to tell
then
you,
when
it
I
was
get in
his loss.
situations, I'd be like, damn, what do I do? And then it kind of pops. Like my dad would say this or my mom would say this.
Yeah.
They like planted those seeds because one day they knew they wouldn't be here.
Well, oh, you mean not on the earth anymore?
Growing up, and
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you not abandoned them.
that's what.
Yeah, not a fan. I'm just saying, as I was growing up and I
Right. That's the
realizing
plan. That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah, that's what they did. So I would be prepared when they weren't here.
Well, here's the deal. There's no way.
So I still
Just
want
like
them
yourself. Just like yourself. You can be a very smart man by your standard or by other standards. But
Yeah.
well, I'm just it's a hypothetical.
Yeah,
It's a hypothetical. Don't get way out there. Don't get ahead of
Yeah,
your skis. What I'm saying, you were a real smart guy by a lot of standards. There's no way you would know or be able to experience what it's like to be 60 because you ain't there. You didn't live that. It's called empirical evidence. So your dad could say, son, listen, I've been around the block a few more days than you. And that's the benefit of having a father around in your life for a long time.
And like I said, y'all don't believe that shit because you ran every black man out of his house to prevent him from being a father to his children. If you wasn't giving him felonies and locking them up in your prisons so that you could farm them out for free labor, if you weren't snatching them up during the Vietnam era and shipping them off to Vietnam,
we replaced you with Mexicans.
If you weren't flooding our streets with the pew-pews and the sugar during the Oliver North and Reagan days to fund
the illegal who lives in the old black neighborhood?
This is now
who
why
lives in the old black
this is
neighborhood,
why
Ron?
in your community
Mexicans,
right now, in your community, you
No.
have the F word.
Where did the Hispanics live? Where do they live now?
You know what, Bob? Now I remember who you are. I remember who you are. Bob is the man who done went and bought all of the property in the old black neighborhoods where black folks left and fixed up the houses.
The white folks left.
And then he rents it over. The white folks left when black folks moved in. They ran. And so he went and bought up the property. And then he done went and slapped a little bit of paint or something on there and rents it out. And he rents it out to Mexicans because see, one thing about
I don't rent it out to Mexicans. All black. All my tenants are black.
He rents it out to all black folks.
I want them to have
low income housing.
See, the thing, there's a real status system in the black
Now, are you getting Section 8 or are they paying out of pocket?
No Section 8. I don't need the government knowing how much I'm charging.
Now, are you a slum landlord or do they live in
No, here's my philosophy.
Are you a slum landlord?
Do you want to hear it or not, Sylvia?
Yeah, because I'm a property
Jesus
manager.
Christ, you got diarrhea, young lady.
Are you a slum landlord only renting to black people?
Let me just tell you my philosophy.
Can't get an apartment nowhere else, so therefore they're forced to deal with landlords like you. Are you that type of landlord?
Let me tell you the kind of landlord that I am.
Well, answer my question.
I'm telling you that it'll answer itself. What I do is I realized a long time ago, because I've studied the black culture because that's my life. And so I said, you know what? There's a hierarchy here. If you got money in a black neighborhood, you looked up to. So what I do is I make the house really, really nice, so they have the nicest house in the neighborhood, and then the people look up to them.
Man, Bob ain't shit. Oh, I swear to God, Bob ain't shit.
Well, as long as he said he gave them a nice house, because see,
Hey, the white
talking to a
landlord
real
is the
estate-
only guy that's got money to buy central air. Everybody else got a window unit, 4 of them around the same damn window unit. They
Because he owns
got the
property in
TV
Louisiana.
on top
He
of the
owns
air
property
conditioner.
in Louisiana.
Got the TV on top of the damn window air conditioner.
Taking advantage of these poor people, Louise.
So Bob, what I want to know is this. Okay, you go in and you fix the place up real nice. Okay, and you give them a decent place to live where they look really rich in the community.
Correct.
Now, are you charging them more than what they can afford to pay for rent?
No, you can't. You'll lose out because you say, I didn't move you in to move you out. I don't want them to leave. I want to charge them just enough where they can pay.
Okay. And then so let me ask you this. How long is
That's
your
my
oldest,
motto. If you don't pay, you don't stay.
So how long is your longest tenant that it's been with you?
20 years.
Okay, so that if you have a tenant that hangs,
But he's an alcoholic that don't have anything.
So
He
you
don't
got
have a
him
car,
living in a
you know what I
shack,
mean?
or
He
what
got
you
a nice
living
house.
Okay, he got a nice house. He pay his rent every month.
Because he gets a pension check, so I know that.
Okay.
That's guaranteed money.
So other than him, what's the longest time you've had a tenant?
That's why I can't feed into them.
I don't know. They stay for years, 4 or 5 years.
Okay, and then
Bob's
so
not that long.
When they leave you, Bob, do they go into buying their own houses and homes, or what?
I don't know anything about them after they leave me.
So if you've
It's
been
irrelevant
there,
after the fact.
Bob don't care. The money gone. Fuck
Right.
it.
No, but the reason I'm asking is this: because being a person that's in this line of work, and I got a couple of tenants. One thing we don't want is months with no tenant.
Correct.
We
We don't have that. I'd never have
We
that.
want a long-term tenant.
The nicest
And
house in the
normally-
neighborhood's
hold on,
gonna get
Bob,
rented out quick.
Let me finish, Bob. And normally when you didn't have a long-term tenant that you treated real good and the rent is affordable for them where they can live and buy a car and get their kids in an after-school program and do other things, and you done provided them with a nice house and it ain't in a bad community, they don't leave unless
The neighborhood
they
gets
move,
worse.
unless they're moving.
No, the neighborhood gets worse.
Well, the neighborhood would really have to get worse and change, or unless they're going to buy their own property. So that's why
They don't have a down payment. They don't have credit rates.
Well, if they're paying you at rent on time, you could be a
Yeah,
credit.
but I don't require them to have nothing but a deposit.
No, I said you could be a credit reference for them because they paid you every month, and all they'd have
Oh,
to do
I'll
is
be.
get a letter
Listen,
from you.
let me tell you, I give you a good credit reference if you paid your bills. But see, most of the time I wear 2 hats. I go from Bob the rent man to Bob the loan man.
She get late.
Because if they get late, then they need to get a loan. And they don't have to fill out any
So
paperwork
let
with
me
me.
ask you this, Bob: do you make them go and get a payday loan to pay you, or
No,
what do you do?
no, they
So you
pay
give
me.
them So you give them a loan and you pay
No,
their
what
rent.
I do is I let them stay and say, listen, your rent was due on the 1st. You ain't gonna have your money to the 15th. That's okay. You good.
Okay.
But that's a problem.
But
No,
then,
because
wait a
if they
minute,
go
you
get a
ain't getting
payday
there.
loan
Wait a
that
minute.
they can't afford,
Remember,
they in the hole.
they're not staying that late, that extra for free. They have there's a fee.
So you
Well,
want
how
those
do you charge them?
proprietary,
How do you do your
proprietary
fee?
landowners?
How is your fee, Bob? It's like a lot of the apartment complexes. They do
Ten-
things like
I
if
charge you
haven't paid it
10% of your rent after the 3rd day.
Okay,
That's
so after the
proprietary.
3rd day, it's a flat 10.
It's supposed
so
to be
you don't-
5 days.
Wait a minute. You only give them 3 days to pay their rent
It's
after
supposed
the
to be
first?
5.
Hold on, HBK. You only give them 3 days to pay their rent after the first of the month, Bob?
Correct.
So
Yeah, he's
why,
evil.
why are you cheating them out of the 2 days?
Because you were supposed to pay on the 1st.
So they grace period is only 2
Look,
days.
he knew he wasn't right, but he had to take a shot on that.
So their grace period is only 2 days, and then you charge a flat rate of 10%.
And
Which is
then,
illegal.
And then now let me ask you about because you have a lease here. I'm assuming you don't have a lease. You probably do
I
handshake.
have leases, yes.
Okay, so and that's in your lease.
You can't have insurance if you don't have a lease, but that's be an empty property. And they don't insurances don't rent empty properties.
So it's in your lease that on the 3rd day, if your rent is not in your hands by check, money order, or cash, you are late and you have a 10%
Wait a minute.
late
He has
fee.
a
It's
photo
not.
of
Hey,
50
it's
Cent.
not in my lease. In the lease, it's Rule 1.
He has a photo
So
of
that's
50
what I'm
Cent.
saying. But normally in a lease, you write down the terms
Yeah,
and the
in Rule 1.
conditions of
Rule
the
1.
late fee.
That is one
What
rule.
I'm
That's
saying, normally, and if you're using a pre-formatted lease,
how I wrote
that
my
you're
own lease.
okay. So you're writing up your own leases. Okay. So in your lease, you don't have anything that speaks to when the due date of the rent is due.
Rule 1.
And if not due by that time, the consequences that will be suffered, whether it's a 10% late fee for the month or
No, it's 10% after 3 days, and then it's $10 a day after that.
so that's what I was trying to get to. Because see, I know how you all make your money. I've been in this business for years. So you're telling them if they don't have their rent paid by the third day of the month, their late fee is 10%. Is that correct?
I tell that when I
Just
sign it.
just answer yes or no. Just
Yes,
answer yes
yes,
or no. Okay.
but let me
Now,
explain
and then if you have not gotten that rent by 12 midnight on the 4th day of the month, now they owe you how much per day did you say? Going
Well,
forward?
if they say their rent was $1,000, now they owe me $1,100.
No, I got that part. You said that they owe 10%.
That ain't a bad late fee.
Rent. Hold on. If they
Man, that's a horrible late fee.
this is a horrible late fee. Because what he's saying is if
Tone,
they told you not,
I know you're dumb,
Tone, you're
but
not
that's
listening.
insane.
You're not listening. He's saying if they have not paid their rent by midnight of the 3rd of each month, he charges them a 10% late fee.
Correct.
Then he has a daily late fee.
Correct.
If they have not paid their rent by midnight of the 4th day of the month, you get a daily late fee. And I asked you, what was that amount again?
$10.
Okay, so then they're charged $10 a day up until they get their rent paid.
So
he's
that's
doing no different than he's doing no different than a payday loan. That's no different than a payday loan because now they got to rob from Peter
It's
again
called perpetuary.
to try to pay their rent. So now either the daycare ain't finna get paid, a light bill ain't finna get paid on time, a gas bill ain't finna get paid on time, and so they never get out of this hole.
Bob, do you take Section 8?
No, he doesn't because he can't do that to a Section 8 tenant.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
The government
The government pays on time.
Bob, how often are they late on their rent?
Every
It
month.
doesn't matter. Doing a person like that one time. When you're dealing with poor people,
It's perpetual. It's called perpetual.
That's what I said.
130
predatory.
setback. Hold up. When you're dealing with poor people,
They're not
130
poor.
day
They can't
setback
be
is
poor.
equivalent.
You can't be poor and live in my
And
house.
when you're
Bob,
dealing
you are
with
an
poor
evil
people,
person.
because they are poor because they live in your fucking house.
No,
So whenever
that's
you're
not
dealing
true.
with poor people, 130-day setback will set them back for a whole damn year.
Exactly.
Nah.
Because they're steady, because they went and took that payday loan to
Well,
pay
they
that
can always
shit.
get a lower price home.
Because they can't
But
get a
Bob,
loan
you
from
are
the bank.
evil.
So the way poor people get instant money is to run to the payday loan people.
Y'all heard
Because they
me?
can't get it at a bank. Most of them don't own their car, so they can't put their title
They
up.
get
to
it with
a
me. They
loan
get
on
the
their
loan
car.
with me.
And you're doing the same fucking bullshit.
It's a business.
Which is
business.
proprietary. If you're giving a loan and then you're charging them late fees on everything, it's like you set them into a trap of debt, which is proprietary.
Yeah, and they'll never get out of the hole.
No, it's not predatory.
Because
Predatory means I went after.
and this is why their rent is late every month with you, because you didn't understand those excess fees you put on them.
Exactly, which
shit
makes
to
it
be late that they had to pay. So now they're constantly borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. They can
and
never
he is
catch up.
Peter and Paul.
Absolutely.
See, Bob,
So
that's called you
I
are
knew
the
you was
devil.
making money some kind of way, because
You
I've
are
been
the
in this
devil,
business
Paul,
too
Bob.
damn long. I know what you landlords
You are the
do.
devil, Paul.
And the reason
Bob.
you take cash payments is because now you don't have to report
Exactly
all of the money
late
that you
fees and all that
earn.
stuff.
You don't
Yep.
have to report a lot of shit to the government because he's
Yep.
taking a cash payment.
Exactly. You are the devil.
I'll take a check.
He won't take so. And see, your tenants would be smarter to
tell
pay
you
you
what.
by check or money order,
Right.
and then at the end of the year send that shit in
I
to
would,
the
if I
United
was them,
States
I
government.
would
Give me,
take you to
if
court.
you want to
No,
come to me,
tenants, let me tell you, tenants, what to do right now. For all of your landlords that you live that are private owners, I'm not talking about apartment to the corporation, so they do reporting. But for individual owners that you rent from, you demand that you get a receipt from them, whether they write it out or whatever it be. If you don't get a receipt for them, then you only pay them by way of your checking account or go and buy a money order. In the memo section of your check or money order, write rent and write the month that that rent is for. Because see, when they cash that, that is a paper trail. Now, at the end of the year, send into IRS how much you paid your landlord.
Miss, so you just talk all day.
Get you out of 1099. You can pick them up at any papers or us fax, but you can get them offline. You can go print it off at irs.com. Print off that 1099, fill it out, send it into IRS with his name. And matter of fact, when you rent from him, make sure he show you his insurance and everything he has on his property. Because a lot of y'all paying rent and they ain't paying the mortgage, and then y'all getting evicted because they didn't pay their mortgage and you've been paying rent that whole time. And you didn't realize you could have snatched that home because they wasn't paying that mortgage. So get that information, turn it into the government. Because landlord have to pay taxes on that money in which you're paying taxes on. Now, hot potato.
Wait. But look, I have a question though, Bob. What state are you in?
Nevada.
Oh, because you know some states have laws in place where the homeowner can't charge more than 5 to 10%.
They don't enforce them.
But what they can do is the person you're renting for can take you to court for unfavorable lease terms, and they can sue you. But a lot of people don't know that. Miss Sylvia, I let you talk for 30 minutes.
Yeah, really. We've been listening
you and Tony doesn't talk. I hate Tony with a passion, dusty ass. What was I saying?
He just be saying that.
He's got the medicine out.
Tony, he just say that. When he say that about you, that means he cares about you.
Catch my breath. But I'm back then. But they can take you to court for unfavorable lease terms, and they can sue you.
Who's got the money to pay for the court fees?
See, this is the problem. He is what they call corporate America. He destroys the little man, which is usually the minorities who can afford to take him to court.
Isn't it to my advantage to keep you down?
He is the devil.
And then he'll go destroy their credit by going to court and having them evicted. And now anytime they go to get
and this is why they have what's those laws called for people this is why they have those laws in place for people who can't kick people out without if they don't pay rent. It's called
Sparta's rights.
Sparta's rights. This is why they have Sparta's rights, because people like Bob are the devil. He is worse than Trump.
The white devil.
Like
the white devil.
That's the way,
He's
that's
like a fallen angel. He's evil.
And that's the way of creating his own customers. That's how Bob creates customers. That's how Bob and people like Bob create customers. Because see, real hard people who make a decent wage ain't finna fuck. People who make a decent laws.
This is why black people should own their own home. Because Bob takes advantage of the system in place. Fuck.
The white devil.
White people with bad credit have to
He called it his.
And I'm gonna tell you, Bob ain't gonna move no low-income white person in his property before he move a black low-income, because he know they fixing to come and make it look like Sanford and Son. Them low-income white folks.
Low-income whites are the worst.
Yeah, I know it. I already know you ain't finna move them in, because at least he knows.
You're poor too, Miss Sylvia.
No, but one thing about the low-income black people, they will try to cut the grass.
But Miss Sylvia, you're poor too.
They'll try to make it look like a home, and that's what.
No, you don't understand. Here's what it is. Black folk think that the justice system is rigged against them. So they go, why am I going to go in and jack with them? I'm going to lose. I'm going to go up against a white landlord. I ain't got a chance.
Yeah, he racist, y'all.
He ain't
racist.
That's how black folks think. I deal with black people in business all the time, and that is how they
Bob,
think.
did you really meet 50 Cent?
Dude, he met me.
I like that. Oh, I like this guy.
I always tell the story of a young black lady.
Listen.
She came to a housing seminar that I was giving.
Let me just tell you, 50 Cent don't got no problem with white devils.
Because 50 Cent is part of the
He wants to be one.
he's part of the institution that leads black people in the fuck, I can't even talk right. Give me a second. I gotta kiss my breath.
Well,
50 Cent doesn't go after. He doesn't troll white people like he trolls black people. He's afraid of white people. And that's why y'all love him so much.
He wants to make money, and he don't ever want to be kicked. He don't want to
Reverend
be
Ike
kicked
said
out
it
of
best.
the
I don't believe in black power. I don't believe in white power. I believe in green.
And that's what it is. And 50 Cent likes green.
But Miss Sylvia, you're poor too, though.
You're not HBK. I never said I wasn't poor, but
you are.
I'm a poor homeowner. I own home. I ain't gonna have to worry
You
about
never
rent.
own your home. You gotta pay property taxes.
Shit. Well, I don't have to worry about my rent going up, and I am a senior citizen, so my property taxes are fixed. So what I am saying is this: younger people that rent every year on their anniversary date, their rent is going to go up. So they either have to make a decision to pay that rent. I hope that they got a raise that matches that 10% or whatever it is that goes up on their rent, because most of them work jobs where they don't get those type of raises. So I don't have to worry about that. So as poor as I am, I can manage my financial responsibility no matter what the fuck happens.
Because you own Social Security.
My properties.
And I'm not even on Social Security.
Yes, you
And I
is.
can manage
And food stamps.
my responsibility. I can live off of $15 an hour and manage my shit.
Because you own food stamps and Social Security.
No, because I don't live above my means. I never have.
Well, you pay that phone bill to be on TikTok all day.
Food stamps.
I manage every penny I get like rich people do. Because see, rich people manage their money. Poor people spend money.
Miss Sylvia, you're poor.
Yeah, I am poor.
Tony.
Because I have to look at my budget before I go spend things.
That's sad. That's sad.
See, when you got an endless bank account, you don't have to worry about how much something costs. So
So
I'm not going to be ashamed to say that I have
we
to ask
we
how
rich,
much
Miss
does that,
Sylvia.
how much does that car cost?
We don't have these poor people.
Just send me $10 on my cash app.
We don't have these poor people problems.
Well,
I do. I'm a poor person. I got problems.
Well, you got kids, conscious. So people with kids have no problem.
No, I got to find out how much some shit costs first. I can't just walk in there and start spending money. But
Well, you know what don't cost? Talking. You talk all day, Miss Sylvia.
And you and your ass every time you see me somewhere, you shows up.
You put that lips on a generator and pay your electric bill.
Oh Lord, Bob.
You've been showing up forever. You've been following me around, listening to me talk now for 2 years. So what's your
Because I agree with a lot what you gotta say, but I want to get into shit.
Hey, because like, shut up, Tony.
Hey, every time I go to say something, I burst out laughing.
You better be cool. He's gonna be telling you how he can't stand your ass in 2 minutes.
What happened to your boy Lobo, Bob? What happened to Lobo? Lobo, he was up here supporting you.
He probably thought I
Create
was
the family, man. Come on up.
He probably thought I was handling things pretty good.
I think you got afraid, man.
He got
what you're doing makes sense,
up here.
but it is wrong.
It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong. Business is amoral.
Hey, man. Hey, that's why they tell a lot of us.
That's why I ain't come up earlier, HBK, because I know I wouldn't be able to
how
get
somebody get their money and pay their bills, really ain't got nothing to do with somebody, because a lot of people ain't go approve of how everybody get their money. That's why they tell you that's personal.
So then why y'all talk bad about girls who work on the streets and stuff? Like, oh, she's immoral because she does this to get paid, but yet you okay with this not offense, Bob, with this devil on this panel talking about how he fuck, you know what I mean?
Man, because I'm gonna be honest, I can't disagree with how he get money, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to rent my house out and get the best advantage I can, so I don't have to pay bills in my next house.
You gotta get rid of the roaches first.
It's like everybody ain't, like that's why I say everybody ain't gonna approve of how you get your money.
So
That's
Tony,
why niggas.
Tony,
That's why
holler at
niggas
me.
out.
I'll show you how to get you a good long-term tenant.
But Miss Sylvia, you poor.
Man, you know how to get, but you gotta understand, I don't want long-term tenants. I stay 5 minutes from the college. I need college students. I want parents to be paying their
well,
rent.
if you got tenants,
That's what I want. I want
that's what I'm
parents to be
saying.
paying.
And you know
I want
what's gonna
parents to
do
be
that?
paying the rent, and
You know
parents
what-
to be signing the lease so they could be responsible. I
And
want,
you know
like
what's
you
gonna
said,
be
I want
doing that?
guaranteed.
Look, let me give
word
you
of mouth.
Tony, let me tell you what to do.
You go to
Hold
the
on.
A minute.
Just so we could get MAGA said he wouldn't get a chance to get in any words edgewise. We go give him at least 50 seconds, a minute and 50 seconds. Brother. Go ahead. How you doing this afternoon? We're gonna end showtime after you, but I just wanted to give you the floor for a minute because you said you weren't gonna get no words in. So you know.
That's Sylvia.
Y'all know y'all love Miss Sylvia, man.
I ain't had nothing to add right there, man.
Man, you made me do this for nothing. I look foolish. The whole panel gonna be mad at me like I'm favoring you, man. I ain't doing no more showtime for you, AJ.
Miss Sylvia, you should be lying on Miss Sylvia.
No, but Tony, you shouldn't have any problems renting out property that's in close access to a college. Number one, you just got to make sure that your property is decent. Because as a parent, I'm not going to come in there and pay no bunch of money.
Tony, she's wrong. Don't listen to Miss Sylvia. I'm gonna tell you what to do, Tony.
You need to advertise several ways. This is how you will advertise for free. You will go to the college and ask them where is their board.
Don't do that, Tony. Do not do that. Miss Sylvia's wrong.
Put a sign out in front of your property because a lot of people
don't do that, Tony.
By driving around in the community that they want to live in, and they just look around. So you put.
Don't do that, Tony. Because then you got the problems with the state laws. Switch your residence into a commercial and do it like a hotel or a hostel or something like that. Do not rent it out as a residential property. You will be in trouble in the long run.
How he gonna be in trouble for renting out a residential property to college?
Because then you have to follow on those eviction rules if you want to get them out. But if you do it as a commercial, like a hotel or hostel,
and that's ain't nobody gonna rent from him as no hotel or hostel. He's renting private.
You can rent it out the same way. Just
he is renting residential property, and he's gonna be signing regular residential lease.
Black advice is not always good advice.
Show me what parents is running around signing commercial leases other than to apartment.
It's the exact same thing. It's just registered by the state. It's the exact same thing. It's just registered by the city differently.
Tony, I'm gonna tell you the way you make more money. You can rent each one of them bedrooms out individually. They share the kitchen.
That's what I was thinking.
The only thing is now
don't do it, Tony.
How many
don't do it, Tony.
And this is
you
how
spend 5 months trying to evict one person. You would spend 5 months trying to evict one person who's not paying you. You have to register.
Tony, we gotta.
He ain't heard shit you said. You're trying to rent to college students. He is renting to college students, not Mojo off the street. He renting to people that's coming to a college.
Miss Sylvia, did you ever go to college? Did you ever go to college? They destroy.
Let me address HBK.
It doesn't matter. Anybody can destroy your property.
HBK, we got different types of eviction here, ranging from 3 days all the way to 30 days. You know, it's depending on what you go in there and ask for. Evicting people in Florida ain't hard as some other places.
It ain't hard to evict nobody.
You know, you'll have a hard time in places like New York or something like that. But in Florida, I get your ass about the shit.
And if I was you, that's what I'd do. I'd chop that house up now. You need to make sure you got it.
Take forever to evict them. Nah, 30 days, homie. That's the max.
And if I was you, that's what I'd do. I'd chop that house up now. You need to make sure you got enough bathrooms.
That's what I got. I got
How many bedrooms is it?
I got a 3-2 with the master bedroom, a bathroom and a master bedroom.
And so the other two people would have to share the common bathroom. So the master bedroom pays more money because they have their own private bathroom quarters. And then the other two, they share the kitchen. Everybody signs an individual lease. You sign an individual lease with all, but everybody's responsible for the property and damage is done. But they would each sign their own lease. But most kids that are in school are going to be there, and then, like you said, you get it with their parents as opposed to them.
So wait, Tony, Miss Sylvia, I'm gonna say one thing that you can talk. Sony, I'm aware of Florida's anti-spotter laws. What you're not aware of is a little bit different than what you're thinking it is. Florida require around 4 to 5 months, and you pay for all of that. The only time you can immediately remove them is it came around 4 to 5 months, and you paying for all that. The only time you can immediately remove them is if they can't produce a lease. So if you write all these people different leases in your residential place and you rent rooms to, you cannot kick them out instantly. Google that, bro. Look at the laws of your state. Miss Sylvia is wrong. She's dumb and old. No offense, Miss Sylvia.
Well, what I would
she is dumb and old, and she doesn't know.
Ask people who rent out property to colleges, do they have that problem? Because most of the time, if a kid can stay in school, they have to leave. You're talking about destroying property. We're talking about something else. Anybody can destroy your goddamn property. Shit. So that ain't no reason to not want to get into the landlord business. We're talking about if they're going to pay their rent every month and on time.
I've taken account on the L I might take on some things. You know, that's why if you go ahead and
that's why you get a deposit up front.
Right, invest in it in a way that you're looking to take a loss, then you already secured. And like she said, your deposit secures you for accidentals and stuff like that.
Only what, $500 and damage can be.
You can charge.
But Tony, to evict them alone,
you know how
much court costs cost?
Do you know how much court costs cost? You got to think about this. When I'm renting to 3 separate people, and I'm collecting 3 separate security deposits. It's a big difference in collecting $1,500 deposit.
$1,500 per person.
Bro, you got to understand. I stay in the city. I don't stay in the outskirts, like in the outskirts of Winter Haven and Lakeland and Auburndale. I stay in the heart of the city.
Oh, damn, you sexy. Like, where you from?
Like I stay down the street from Busch Gardens, brother.
Trying to get
in the city.
Tampa. He live in Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh no! So look, wait, Tony. I don't know if you know this.
Like
all those vacational homes in Florida.
When you pay here, when people price here, we price for commodities. I got so many commodities next to me.
Right.
But no,
I handle rental property right outside of Tampa in a little city called it's outside of Tampa. Yeah, it's a piece of property I made it just up. This is Celeste shower. This is what I'm saying. I shower Tony. All those properties in Orlando, right? The ones that the vacational homes. Do you know they're not listed as residential, right? You know they're listed as commercial, brother. You know why? Because most of the people in those Airbnbs for more than 30 days typically, and they don't matter how long they've been in, they kick them out because they don't have leases. I'm telling you, bro. Just ask the lawyer. Ask Bob. Bob's pretty smart. We'll find out if it's more convenient because you may have to pay more money in taxes for having those type of businesses. See, because that's one thing he ain't mentioning. What you pay in taxes, because now you're a commercial business and not a private.
I think a lot of that was formatted after COVID, and a lot of these people formatted. I think a lot of that was formatted after COVID, and a lot of these people had trouble getting a lot of these people out of their houses. A lot of people out of their house. So they had to restructure laws to get these people out of their house. I mean,
that's true. Miss Sylvia should run a tax part, but you can write off more losses in commercial with an LLC than you can with a non-LLC.
I mean, but when you're renting your house out, you start a business as a property manager. You don't rent your house out between me and you.
Oh yeah, you dumb. You're dumb.
I'm renting my house out from my business name LLC to you. It's nothing personal, but that's how you do business.
You're dumb.
I don't think you're very knowledgeable in this subject. You telling somebody that they're dumb when you're still a renter. You're a renter.
And especially to talking to someone who has had a real estate broker's license for over 20 years.
Right.
Who you, Miss Sylvia?
Yes, me.
Look, Miss Sylvia, you work at a call center.
Doesn't matter what I work at, and I have to have a license to do that. Everything I do in life requires a license. See, that's the difference. See, get it correct. I sell insurance, and I have to have a license. So that means you can go to your state's website and look my motherfucking name up on where it say under insurance,
Hey,
and an
Fafa,
agent
I've
that
been
is
thinking about that.
licensed to talk
I want to
to
get
you.
into that.
You can go look me
Fafa.
up in Florida, Mr. HBK. Oh no, you in Colorado. I'm licensed
Look
in
what
your
she
fucking
said, babe.
state. Go look me up in Colorado.
Medical
I'm licensed in your
transportation. What we
state.
just talking about
I'm
that?
licensed in Florida, Tony Tone. Go look me up down there. So that's the difference between what I do, HBK.
So you gotta
Miss Sylvia, I've
national
always
real
believed
estate
you were a
license,
beautiful,
don't-
smart,
right,
black
Miss
queen.
Sylvia?
You just talk a lot.
Miss Sylvia,
Yes,
you got a national license, right?
right.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that, some licenses are only for certain states and some real estate agents.
Everybody knows that, Tony. Everybody knows that. That's
Man,
common
no,
sense.
they don't, man. Everybody
Look,
ain't had an experience. Everybody
honestly,
ain't had an experience
sometimes
of
y'all
buying a
talk-
house.
Sometimes y'all
Everybody
talk,
ain't
and I
having
think
it.
y'all can get dumber and dumber.
See-
or y'all just say dumb stuff. Everyone knows it's a difference between a local license and a national license.
Man, everybody ain't had the experience of buying a house, first of all. So you can't say
Do you
everybody
own a house,
knows.
Tony? Do you
Yes,
own a
I
house?
do. Yes,
Sure
I
you
do.
do.
Why would you think I'd
Sure
be
you
talking
do.
about renting it out?
See, show you HBK don't be listening. Don't listen to understand. How can now? Why would he ask you if you own a house when we've been sitting here this whole time talking about a property that you own, that you want to rent out to college students and want their parents to sign leases? Now, see, I've been listening. Ain't that what you said, Tony Tone?
That's correct.
See, I've been listening. He been
Tied up for your house.
He been
It's in your
responding.
name.
Yes.
I don't think you own the house, on Tony. I don't think y'all. I
And
don't think Miss Sylvia owns the
things I don't-
house.
Semantics or
some things-
semantics. So
some
what?
movement, but I don't sit here and down you.
I don't want sympathy from
So-
anybody. I don't care about
so-
sympathy.
So be careful on the waters you tread in.
I don't
alright?
care
It's
about
sharks
sympathy.
out here,
I
homie.
truly believe that you're
I know,
poor,
so-
Miss Sylvia's
so
poor,
be careful.
and that's
be
all
We're
y'all
all
poor.
poor, bro. We're all
Be
poor.
careful
I'm poor.
what waters you
I can
tread
admit,
in, man.
and you
because
send me like
I'll tell
20
you,
gallons.
HBK, you be sitting up here throwing
Ron had that
insults
same
around
shirt
and
on
shit.
yesterday.
And then at the same time, you want us to be cautious of your conditions. That's like, come on now, you can't be doing
No,
that.
I only
brother.
brought that up because I
But
only
you
brought that up
can't
because I hate the hypocrisy of y'all talking about, oh, we should all protect black people and all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. But then some people know and they be like, oh, well, fuck your condition. You hope you die anyway, blah, blah, blah. Like,
We
y'all,
did,
y'all.
HBK. You'll never hear that over here, bro.
Well, not you conscious.
You'll never
But
hear that. We
I
ain't
be
gonna let
eating
nobody
a lot
talk
of
about
lies.
you.
I be eating a lot of lies.
This is my
But
first
at the same
time
time-
you ever
but at
bringing
the
that
same
shit up
time-
over here. I ain't gonna let nobody talk about you like that.
But
Especially
HB,
like
you got-
maybe politic wise you talk about, but nah. We gonna stand up. Even though we don't like you, we gonna still stand up.
And nobody asked you, Fafa.
Just don't tell him your name is Trump.
That's how we show love, by throwing punches at people. I noticed that.
That's all HBK been doing is throwing punches.
Shut up,
Like-
Tool.
That's how some people show they. That's how
You
some
stupid,
people show they
Sylvia.
love. If they
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
if they don't
yeah.
throw a punch or talk to you crazy,
Damn.
they don't like they. They like you. If they don't say nothing to you, then they don't like your ass.
That's what my mom used to say. She was like, if I don't talk to somebody, that means I don't like them.
Yeah.
If I'm joking with you and busting your chop, that really mean I like you. But if I'm not saying nothing to you, that means I don't like you.
That's real talk. Real talk.
Right. I go back and forth with a lot of folks. It may seem like I don't like them, but I like them. So that's why I'm going back and forth with them, even though they opposite of what I think. ROS.
Braley?
No.
Oh.
Arrows.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, she the, I love arrows, but she the devil too.
Oh no.
But I like arrows. I don't like that stag.
All right, I ain't talking about people who ain't here.
Yeah, let's please.
You already know. I ain't saying nothing behind her back. I ain't saying it in her
I'm
face.
saying me. You can do what you do, Mister.
Yeah, you know, because she done been over here already earlier today.
She gonna curse you up and say when she talk about her.
Well, y'all do that.
Hey man, let's hey anybody.
I don't say
anybody,
nothing about you until I done said it to you.
How many houses do you own, Tony?
Just one.
Oh yeah, you poor.
Oh my.
So he's starting out. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
And if he and Tony, if you went to 3 different people.
Right this year, we gonna have our second one. That's
well, you know,
about
the sector has to get rid of.
another one.
They're trying to get rid of property taxes in Florida, which is pretty amazing. I give them that.
I don't think
Pretty
getting
amazing.
rid of property. I don't think property taxes. Getting rid of property taxes is pretty amazing because then you got to worry about how the roads are gonna get fixed. Who's
Well,
gonna
no,
fund the schools
his
and where
idea
that money
was
is going.
he gonna get rid of
It's a
property
lot
tax for
of
anybody
things.
who lives in a home, or people who on LSCs and stuff who own homes. They still gonna pay only for the people who actually live in their homes.
But then
That's
if he
even
get rid
worse.
of property
but
taxes,
you
you gotta
gotta
go up on some kind of tax. You gotta get the
See
money
what
from somewhere. So now you ain't gonna be able to afford your food at the
Let
grocery
Gatorade
store.
talk, Miss Sylvia. Let Gatorade talk.
See,
Let
one
the
thing a
tenants
lot of
pay.
people
Let the
don't.
tenants
A lot of people don't think. A lot of people don't think about is how the property is being sucked up in Tampa. It's every piece of property is being bought up in Tampa everywhere for subdivisions, for single family homes, for new stores. It wouldn't be fair to the residents of Tampa, of Florida, for property taxes to just disappear. We wouldn't be able to get nothing fixed. And these people who are buying into these communities, raising the prices all around us, they'll be having the great advantage, the best advantage.
So bring back
because
state
they won't
taxes
have to
then.
pay the
Bring back state taxes then. If that's your outcome of it. Y'all
That's
don't pay
probably
state
what
taxes
they would
either.
have to do.
bro,
They
we're
would
not
have
supposed
to.
to be paying. Like, why are you trying to make us pay more taxes?
No, what he said.
Why would
is
you pay
if y'all-
taxes on the home
Getting
you
rid of
already
one
own?
tax, getting rid of one tax to pay another tax ain't right, man.
Tony, why pay taxes on the home you already own? You pay for the home. You should own your home. Your property taxes don't go towards.
That's how taxes work.
I can understand. I can understand if the house right now was in the countryside and not in the city. Then it would be a different story because countryside and rural areas is kind of undeveloped, still unincorporated. In the city, and I can understand still unincorporated. In the city, it's incorporated. We need those type of fundings coming from the properties in the
But
city
those, they can be
to fund the
offsetted, Tony.
schools, to fund the roads, and
How
things
about
like
how
that.
about y'all legalizing
No,
the green
this
stuff
is the
and
problem
using
with
that tax
property
money out that?
taxes.
How about
This would be
legalizing
a-
the green
this-
stuff?
This is a fair way to do property taxes. They assess your property tax based on the value of your home that sits on the property. We need to do away with that part of it. The
That's called a
property
millionaire's tax.
only should be assessed on the land that the property sits on, and it should be based by the square footage. And we need to decide on something as people how much a tax per square foot that we're going to charge. And it wouldn't matter.
10,000 a year.
Hold on for HBK. It wouldn't matter if you had a mansion on there or a shack. It's based on the square footage of the land, and that's what you pay property taxes on. And I think that would be a fair way of doing property taxes when it comes to the property taxes. In my state, we pay taxes on our property, which is the land, as well as on any vehicle we buy. Every year at the end of the year, I got personal property taxes I have to pay on my vehicles, as well as personal property taxes I got to pay on property. Income tax, all of it. Property taxes I got.
I'm not opposed to anything new. I don't think they should be as high as they are. And if we paying that much in property taxes, why are our schools failing? One thing I see an influx of is charter schools in the area. So
1 2 1 2. But y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
I mean,
That's
but,
what I'm saying, Tony. Your taxes are going up because the value of the house is going up. So if we take the property taxes off of the property and put it on the land, that
We hear
would
you,
not
Tom.
happen.
But you
property
only pay
tax
property
would
tax
not
on
go
cars.
up.
You don't have
You
any
only pay
land
property
in
tax on cars
Vegas.
and you own the car. Do you
It
own
would
your
be
car,
the
Miss
same.
Sylvia?
Yes, you go in the state of Missouri, you pay taxes on a car, and after you didn't pay it
Only
off 20
only
years
if you
after
own
you
it though.
pay.
Only if you own
You're
it.
not listening. You pay property taxes when you buy a vehicle in this state. Anybody
Only
that owns
if you
a vehicle.
own the car, not if you leasing it.
You pay
I
it
don't know
even,
about
and
that.
you even pay it if you're leasing it.
No,
here.
the leasing
In
company
the state
pays
of Missouri, I'm telling you about this state.
it. Okay.
If that car is in your name, which it is when you're leasing,
Missouri,
you pay personal property tax.
Missouri. That's what state you in, right?
Yeah.
Missouri. It says you only pay property tax. Wait. Let me see. You only pay. Wait, give me a second. Let me see, Miss Sylvia. I'm gonna cook you right quick because I gotta cook you.
But you may not pay it on a rental car or
no. Stop, Miss Sylvia. You already lied.
But how many black folks out here leasing a goddamn car? You gotta have better credit to lease a fucking car. You gonna come up with a lease? I'm talking about leasing company, own their cars.
The leasing company is billed for the property tax, not the person.
Okay, and you still paying it because they done put it in the lease nut.
Listen, all you do is lie. All you do is lie.
Since we don't like the word dummy, I'm gonna use the word nut. You think I'm a lease?
All you do is lie.
You think I'm gonna lease you a car and ain't gonna put the property taxes in my lease while you driving the damn car around? Come on now. You tried to debunk me with a lease. I was talking about people who own vehicles.
Oh, now it's on.
Property tax.
Now it's on. You said earlier.
I don't care if that vehicle is sitting out in your yard broke down and you ain't drove it for 5 years. If you got that damn title in your name in Missouri, you're gonna pay a personal property tax every December.
Hey, how old are you, HBK? Yeah.
Oh, today's my birthday. I'm 28.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wait, seriously, today's your birthday for real? Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm in Vegas right now.
All right, I'm gonna tell you the truth. My birthday is
PK is lying. He's not 28.
Well, give or take a few years, but yeah.
Okay. Give or take is
I
crazy.
didn't say give or take a few years.
I'm in my hotel. Four Seasons.
You in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
I'm saying Bob in Vegas too. Where this shit?
You might as well go.
He's down on the strip. I'm up in North Vegas. You
Oh, that's the ghetto.
Ready to stay
No,
there.
I'm saying where should he go though?
That's
what I'm
that's
asking.
What do you want? Let me ask you. Hold on. Yeah, I was going to say I was going to give you some advice. What do you want to do? Eat?
Well, I'm going to Area 51 in like 2 hours.
That is a cool place. That's a cool place.
And then I'm going to a strip club. And then I'm going to find
you're going to spend a lot of money, bro.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make them bands, throw some bands.
You're going to make it rain, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, go out. Hey, just go out to Perron.
For who?
Perron.
You might well go to the Bunny Ranch.
You go out there. You got there. I mean, you got to pay.
Oh, are they Caucasian girls? I like melanin.
You can get whatever you want.
Bob,
you like light skin. He lying. He like light skin.
Hold on, Bob. Inbox him and tell him the street. Let's not do this.
No, I'm not going for real. I got a girlfriend.
Perron. No, there's a lot of good places to eat there, brother. What do you like? What's your favorite food?
I just got some tacos from a food truck.
Oh, that's a good idea. But they're not on food trucks, they're on corners. They got little tents set up.
Well, I went to this place over there.
Listen. You just go up. Listen, the Mexican neighborhood is on Lamb Street. They got good deals. They got good food. You just got to.
Oh no, that's the ghetto. I don't go to the ghettos.
You want to eat good food, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't want to get robbed and murdered.
You ain't gonna get robbed. You ain't gotta be afraid. I'm old and white. They don't rob people. That's on TV.
Well, you look like you carry around a pistol, so they probably leave you alone.
But they know I got money, so come on. Only be buying rock or cat.
Hey,
but listen, you in Vegas? I thought you was in Louisiana, Bob.
I am in Louisiana and Vegas.
He has multiple homes, Mr. Silvio, because he's not poor like you.
I had not heard. Listen. I had not heard about the Vegas. I knew about Louisiana, so I was just trying to make sure.
Just like you in Florida one time, Mr. Silvio, in Kansas City next.
Hey man, how y'all feel about these folks showing us these
city next,
man?
Oh, no, I seen one with Trump and Maduro. I was crying. They were like doing some dance.
Like they've been showing that they say they've been showing us bullshit videos about the
dance. Well, no, some of them are real.
I saw that on the news today. That some of them pictures we've been shown was AI manufactured pictures.
You think we're losing?
I think we're losing. It's not the fact of whether.
Well, no, some
the fact is it's manufacturing outrage from the American people and then acting like we're telling you what we want when you're telling us something different.
But what you mean,
You're manufacturing a certain type of outrage from the people of America
but
with your lies.
What video was what video would they made the manufacturers of that? They did bomb those schools.
Yeah, America did.
No, it was Israel.
Either one doesn't matter. We supported it, so it
doesn't matter.
I didn't support that Gatorade.
And that was
It doesn't matter. We supported it.
Boom in that place that was near that school.
Yep.
No, it was Israel. It was Israel.
There's no confirmation on who it was specifically. We just know that it didn't come from Iran, at least for now. We don't know.
CNN has determined that was America because they got people over there.
Well,
CNN has people actually in Iran while them boom booms is coming down.
But you know what's weird,
what does that tell you about
CNN?
That
was okay by
they
the
are real news agency. They are real news agency.
It's good to have news in other countries.
All right. And
real news.
Trump was denying it. Headset kept his mouth shut and didn't say shit.
That's true. He said, "Oh, we're still."
He didn't back him up and say the president is right. He just sit there looking crazy and looking in another
direction.
You
know what's crazy though is that we're spending $2 million a missile to shoot down a $5,000 drone from Iran. We're losing this. This is insane.
You guys want us to lose. You're going to be sad again.
I
would
say we're spending a lot of money on something that can last for a long time.
You mean making sure that Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons?
But we're losing though, because right now, because what Trump is doing is he's moving resources for the Middle East. The other countries we're bound to protect for the petrodollar, and he's using it to move Israel to protect them. So Saudi Arabia saying, "Why are you moving interceptors from Saudi Arabia to Iraq too?" And our main agreement with Saudi Arabia was buy oil in dollars and we'll protect you. He's using it to move it to Israel. Why do they need us? Why they continue to buy
We're trying to protect them by taking out Iran.
That's not going to happen, Bob.
Why
they're decentralized now.
It's happening that way.
No, Bob. They're decentralized now. So their military doesn't matter.
We're trying to protect them by taking out.
Have control. All these missiles are still going to keep flying. It's not going to stop anything.
Gatorade, you're smart. I like you.
Who we strike, they still
resupplied.
They just get resupplied in each division. So each separate
I like you.
Control in the region.
Who pays the arms dealers?
Who pays the arms? So each separate division.
How?
It depends on what you're talking about. Because if Russia or if somebody else tries to resupply them, they're not going to ask, "Hey, I need some money right now for it." They're just going to say, "I owe you."
Iran was building drones to give to Russia for the Ukraine.
Yes.
So we cut off their ability to make those drones. That cuts off Russia's ability to fire them in the Ukraine.
But that's not true.
It brings them around
to sell drones to Russia, but we didn't cut that ability to make drones. They're still making drones. They already had a massive supply. They've already had a massive supply of ballistic missiles.
At their head. We can take out anything in the country.
Because it was a surprise attack. It was a surprise attack.
This is not the normal, like when you look at the Middle East, when has that ever worked? Please tell me.
Exactly, Gatorade.
Hey, when have we ever had a president like Trump?
We have had presidents have gone into the Middle East and took out the leaders. We have done that before. We've done it before.
No.
We've done it before, Bob. He's not special.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Tell me one. Tell me who we took out. Hold on. Let this guy speak. Who'd we take out? Fill me in. Bin Laden wasn't the leader of what country was Bin Laden the head of?
Bob, who put the Shah in charge of Iran?
America.
Okay, so that was one time when we did that, and that shit didn't work out.
Him out. He said take him.
We took the other person out, and we put him in charge.
No, we did not take him out.
It didn't work out. He didn't do what we thought he was going to do.
No, he started out okay. He was corrupt.
The people of Iran
not take him out.
Bob, that's not true, by the way. It's not that he started out okay and was corrupt. It's that the people did not want a puppet in the.
It didn't work out.
To get BP oil.
How long was the Shah in power?
7 years, 9 years.
He was empowered to them young people went over there and stood up and took that embassy over.
9
And
years.
then versus America
No,
saying
the
the
Shah
real
was in there
reason
longer than 9 years.
and versus
Oh,
them saying the
19
reason
years.
of why the young
The
people
Shah
took
of
the
Iran.
embassy over. He was in there about
19 years.
And then they said, we don't want this anymore, overthrew them, and that's how we got what we got now.
Sounds like democracy working.
Well, we got the government that's there now. So I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well,
you're not
here's the
making
deal.
sense.
right. We put the man that we just unalive, we put him in there. So if we learn how to their business and let them elect the leaders that they want, maybe it'll turn out all right.
Now it's going to turn out all right because Trump took away their ability to
I was wrong. I was wrong.
When they had the leader that they wanted, the women could could show their hair, they could walk the streets, and Iran used to be like America.
Well, I have a question though.
And put the show in charge.
But I have a question though. When America, I have a question though. Shah right in Iran, but before we supplied some Bin Laden weapons to overthrow Russia and Afghanistan, what the women of Afghanistan did they have freedoms? And we overthrew that government to install the Taliban.
It's the more powerful right-wing conservative grouping that we want over there. It's for control. You don't want too much freedoms and peace and all of that over there.
Exactly.
You want peace and all of that over there.
Hey, you are cooking, bro. I never met you before. You be cooking, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Bob, I don't understand how you could be in support of a war. I thought we said no new wars. What's going on?
This is number one. It's not really a war. We just have tensions.
Why do you call it a war?
Americans are passing. How many Americans lost their lives?
One day, those people are going to wake up like the Americans are going to wake up and
saw
say,
something
"Damn,
that said 7 people lost their lives. Now,
That's what they signed up for.
That argument I've been going on with American people now. Well, you signed up to be on a line. What?
No, this is what that's why we've never had one veteran that went to war that came back and said that they fought for the reason of what the government said they sent them over there. They always came back and said the government was lying.
But y'all made it Biden for
that's
putting
going
on
all the way back to that's going all the way back to Vietnam. And hell, it might have been World War II, might have been a bullshit war. I don't know. I wasn't living at that time. But my
world's a bad place.
She was Mississippi. Yes, she was Mississippi.
But the one thing I do know is this: when it comes to war, everybody loses their life. And what I would really like to see in America, and I know this sounds bad, I would like to see other countries be able to do to us what we do to them. And then I think that will make Americans look at war in a different way. No, you need to have some drones falling out of the sky over here.
Let me ask you, Sylvia.
You won't be so damn quick to want to go do that same shit to somebody else. See, we quick to do things to people because we've never experienced it.
Sylvia, what if they did to you? Sylvia, what if Iran...
Hold on, Bob.
Wait a minute. I mean, let someone else talk,
Iran ain't did shit to you, Bob. Iran ain't did one thing.
Yes, do you remember the 44 hostages that were taken?
Let me tell you, do you remember years ago?
They did.
Grandfather, let's get into that. Now,
well, here's the deal. If you're advocating for Iran to retaliate against the United States, they're going to make you a slave again.
Listen, years ago when y'all up for it. Ain't that what you just said a few minutes ago?
My gosh, look at Miss P.
You just said a few minutes ago they signed up for
Correct.
it. So don't go back 100 goddamn years and bring up some soldiers that signed up for something. And this is the reason why soldiers got to lose their life today. You sound like a nut.
Well, I know you have your opinion. I have mine, so we're good.
I just know, Bob, in 2024 you were saying no new wars, president of peace. He's not going to put us in anything. I know you were.
In a war.
I know you were.
No, it's a prolonged war. It's not a prolonged war.
You don't know that, Bob. You don't know that.
No, I do. I know what Trump's intentions are.
What? You're in his brain?
Trump's intentions are.
He asked for a ceasefire.
Trump said it was
I told you. Let me ask you this. Listen. Let me ask you a question. Hypothetical. Let me ask Gator.
Yeah.
Say you have a son, and you and his mother are pacifists.
You don't, and you're like you remember like David Carradine in Kung Fu. You say, I don't want you to fight under any circumstances. So you go to the school with your son, and you say, listen, we are pacifists. And if my son gets bullied, he has been instructed not to hit back. So I want you to tell all the kids that no matter what they do to my kid, he won't hit back. Do you think that would cause your son to get extra attacks because they know that?
Iran bullying America?
Not a good example to use.
I don't think.
For example,
if Trump says no new wars, if Trump said no wars under any circumstances, everybody's going to run him over.
Trump created wars.
But that's what I'm saying. Trump is the one who started this. It's not like he has to defend himself from something.
He did not make that promise to you because you didn't vote for him. He made that promise to his voters, and they're good with it.
Oh, they're good with him lying to them.
I don't understand why y'all
So, Bob,
think
what's
that
the
you're
end
a
game
different
in this
American than I am because
the end
you
game
voted
is
for
all
Trump
Sylvia. The
and I
end game is
voted for
already
Harris.
accomplished.
And what
the
is
end game
it?
is already accomplished.
Oh,
Time out. We're all affected by this. I don't know why you think because you're a Trump supporter and I'm a Harris supporter that somehow this shit reflects differently in our lives.
It
Motherfucker,
does.
the last time I looked, the pump reflects highly at everybody's pump right now. This is going to affect everybody's energy costs.
It's like looking at a glass half full or half empty.
No.
We look at it half full. Same glass.
I'm looking at an empty glass because
I'm
your old
looking at a
ass
full
failed to fucking
glass.
apply.
I'm looking at a half full.
Get
you
him,
looking
Tony.
at half empty.
Cook his ass, Tony.
Man, listen, bro.
Bob don't care because this tenant's gonna have to pay rent late because they got to put extra money in the gas tank.
Bob
And
doesn't
understand because he's gonna make money when they pay late. He love when they pay late.
That he is.
Right.
He's already explained the morality that he has. That's what he doesn't understand. We know what type of morality
That's why we are in
You don't
control.
care about the. You don't care about the average person's suffrage. You
And
don't.
you said the
As
same
long
thing
as
about
you
Trump.
win,
You said the
as
same
long
thing
as
about
you
Trump.
win, no, because it's not about Trump. Fuck
You
the
said
billionaires.
that Trump's
It's about
just
the
like
people on the
me.
fuck-
You
Man,
said
listen,
Trump is just
I
like
never
me.
said. I've never said Trump disliked you. First of all,
No, just like.
Let me bring it down a notch.
You said that Trump is just like him. Not that he didn't dislike him, but Trump is just like him.
It's like people think this left versus right shit just, like we stop talking about the problems that affect each and every one of us.
We don't care.
That shit, we do motherfucking care. Because your life is a motherfucking lost cause, don't mean everybody else's life is a lost goddamn
he said
cause.
he doesn't care about you or what y'all going through.
I know he don't care about us. Just like they don't care about the people in the Appalachians.
I
just
can't
like they don't
worry
care
about them people. I got a lot of things to take care of, focus on myself.
Man,
Okay,
boy,
I have a question. I have a question.
The humanitarian shit in this country and the morality of this country is going straight downhill because of people like that.
That's how we always been.
No, it's the hate that you capitalist motherfuckers,
We don't have any hate.
Motherfuckers spread.
If you don't care about anybody, you can't hate them. If you don't care about
I have a question.
But that's why, and that's more than likely why you sitting over there in Vegas by your goddamn self.
No, I'm not by myself.
ahead, bro.
I got a lovely life.
Bob.
Con, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Go ahead.
White Rose, let her talk. She's been talking to me in the comments.
Bob,
Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead.
Did you just say that black people were going to become slaves again?
No, I said Sylvia said that she thought that the United States, the other countries should be able to do to the United States what they do to them. I says, well, Iran, if they were successful in Sylvia's plan, Iran will make her a slave again.
Black people's back. Iran had our back. What are you talking about?
Iran doesn't have our back.
They have black people's back.
No, they don't. They're the most.
You should look up the history of Iran. Yes, they
like
one of the Middle East countries. Hold on, they only one of the Middle East countries that had like a national Malcolm X for the postcard. They spoke out against George Floyd, and it was something else they did in the 70s. But they've always been an advocate for the black person's plight here in America.
Sylvia, which is one of the reasons why white folks don't like the Middle East.
Yeah,
you got that Haji on. That hat, damn Haji hoodie got me.
No, they love black people here in America. They understand our plight.
Now
they think it's the same with them. That's why they down with us.
Most of the Middle East have always told black people, "Our fight ain't with you." Like when they took that plane over and they let all the black folks free and kept y'all asses as hostages, because they know we ain't running. They know we are not the reason that they
Trump is still got
wait,
that.
No, Bob, stop it, Bob. We're gonna let P go next, and then the BX kid. Miss P, go ahead.
Oh, no. Sorry, I did not even know I was on the panel. I'm taking my son to the basketball court. Let me just listen for a little bit. My bad.
Oh, yeah, you're good. BX, do you want to go next?
Yeah, just real quick. We seem to not understand that Trump really is truly what the founding fathers envisioned for America. A lot of people want to think that we have higher values, higher morals. No. Trump and Bob really exemplify what it means to be YT in America.
Preach, brother, preach.
Right, a colonist mentality. You don't care that Trump and Israel and Netanyahu unalived 160 schoolgirls, elementary schoolgirls, because you don't care about them, because they're not white Christians. So when I hear you speak, Bob, I just say you are the epitome of what it means to be white in America. It means to lack empathy, to be cruel, to be openly racist, and to believe that you should never be held accountable for your actions, and then justify your cruelty, your racism, your lack of empathy, while hiding behind the fact that you think you're doing other people a favor by coming into their countries, unaliving their citizens, and then expecting those citizens to view you as liberators. That's how backwards you are. That's how backwards your thinking is. That's why you don't understand why Jesse Jackson could go over there to the Middle East and get back those pilots when white people couldn't. No. Jesse was able to do that. Not the white politicians, Jesse Jackson.
That was Dennis Rodman. No,
Bob,
we talk about in the 80s.
I didn't see, Bob, there you go with your white man privilege. You heard something you didn't like. Now you want to come in here and disrupt. That's what guys like you do. You are insecure, you are mediocre, and that's why you love this war. Because if you really wanted to go to war, if you really cared about the human rights of people, you would have been champion to go to war against China, against North Korea, and against Russia. But you know what? The difference between those countries and Iran, those countries can buck up and they can fight back, and they ain't scared. And Iran ain't scared because they're playing a war of attrition with you right now. They're going to let you are knocking out $30,000 worth of equipment with $1 billion worth of equipment.
Well, then why isn't China?
No. So they're forcing you to burn through.
Y'all get 20 minutes.
Yes, you're going to get your get back, bro.
They're forcing you to burn through your artillery while they could just lay back, hold back, and then attack certain allies in the States that produce oil for America. So they're going to hurt the world economy.
Yes,
and that's all I got to say.
Bob, come up again when you're done. You're gone for the day. I'm done with it. I'm done with you interrupting.
Bob, you always get the floor over here, man. You the only op on the panel, so we gonna give you all the time.
Don't be a dictator, White Rose.
She's not but go ahead, Bob. You got the floor.
Well,
he got Tourette's. Don't worry, he got Tourette's.
The bottom line is, I agree with a lot of what he said until he started turning left, and that's what got him. He goes, but you realize, your father realized, your grandfather realized, and your great grandfather realized that that's how this world is. These white guys, whether we like them or not, whether we think they're the devil, they are in charge. So, do we want to be friends with them, or do we want to fight them? Now you got some of them who go, yeah, I'm going to fight them. I ain't going to lay down. Well, they got the rough road. Guys getting along like Clarence Thomas. You think he ain't got a good job?
Great job. Brian McDonald
Whoa.
got a great job. Eats the best food. Eats the best food. Goes to the
Believe
best
telling
place.
the truth.
Got the nice
Right
house.
though. Bob
Be
is correct.
real. Get along. 50 Cent. 50 Cent goes, you know, I know where the money's at. It ain't in the black neighborhood. We can get the black dollar so that I can move to the white neighborhood. But that's where I'm rolling.
But there
But then
is
go
money in
back.
the black neighborhood.
So
But there
I
is
don't know.
money in the black
You
neighborhood.
got that
So-
colonized.
Sir, y'all gonna let him just say
You
there's
think
no money
Tyler
in the black
Perry's
neighborhood?
you think Tyler
No,
Perry
what
lives
he
in a
was-
black
what he was
neighborhood?
saying
Listen,
was that what
well,
he wasn't
Bob-
saying, P, that it ain't no money in the black neighborhood. He's saying go get that money in the black neighborhood, then move to the white neighborhood.
Right.
See, what he is saying is that
Wait, time out.
They
What you
use
said
us
again?
for our
Who's moving?
dollars.
Who's moving to the white neighborhood?
He was talking about 50 cents. 50 cents
No,
makes
what
his
I'm
money
saying-
off
people
of
use-
black
Not
people.
hearing me.
He was specifically talking about 50
No,
cents when
but
he made that statement.
Okay, but
That's what we're trying to get you to
Okay, who got the money and moved to the white neighborhood? Is what I'm
50
asking.
cents.
I did.
50 cents. He was
I
talking
did.
about 50
So I
cents.
get that 50 cents. So is this a rap verse that 50 Cent says?
No,
No,
he's saying
he was
that
talking
people
about two
like 50
people. He
Cent
brought up
use-
50 Cent as an example. That's what we're saying. He was only referencing 50 cents in that example, not other black people.
So 50 Cent's got money and then he moved to the white neighborhood.
Yes,
50
Miss
Correct,
P.
cents made
Yes,
money
Miss
off
P.
of
No,
black
I'm
people.
just asking because
Correct. That is
again,
correct.
I told you I
Taking
told you I was taking my son to the basketball court and I heard something about money in the black neighborhood, and that's the reason why I came off mute so I can understand and catch up with the conversation.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah,
was talking about,
but
50 cents. He
What,
ain't talking
what,
about
Bob is
black.
actually, what Bob is actually advocating for is basically buck dancing and shoe shining and performing for white people.
Yep.
So for our survival. And that's always been the breakdown for people like Bob. There are two types of black people. The good black people are the ones who are yes sub boss, no sub boss, and
What
the
is
other bad black people
happening
are
You
the
would
right
ones
now?
call
who
all
are
sports
the ones who
figures
will
that,
take a
wouldn't you?
stand
Somebody
against
But that's what they do
and
on
the-
Sunday. They
And the
perform.
bad black people are the
Lord
ones
Jesus,
who will take a
help.
stand against Bob. See, Bob is the type of guy, he believes that it's okay for a white man to slap you in the back of the head, tell you, hey, boy, shine my shoes and tap dance. Now, if you hit Bob back, then Bob considers you one of the bad guys.
You are
Bob
bad.
likes to,
Right.
because Bob likes to initiate violence against black people, but then when black people respond in kind, Bob has a problem with black people.
He becomes
I
a
would
victim.
rather have black people look up to me.
No,
Exactly,
you
Bob.
We don't.
Exactly,
we
Bob.
wouldn't need. Why we don't need to look up to you.
No,
At
but
all.
Conscious,
Why wouldn't you just have black people
let
that
me-
care
let me
what you
ask-
do?
let
But
me ask
Conscious,
you this.
Tony said it
Sunday, I'm
earlier.
gonna be just
But
like him.
Conscious, Tony said it earlier. Tony said, I look up to you, Bob.
But
Tony
I
said
want
Why
that
would you
earlier.
look up to mediocrity?
Bob, let me ask
Why-
you this question.
Why would I look up to
How can I,
mediocrity?
how can I look up to you as a white man when you charge me my whole car note because my rent was late and now
Well,
I
then
can't
get your own house.
That's it.
now I
That's a good
can't make my
answer.
car note. Now I can't save because your late fee.
Because
along with
I
your
was the nice
daily
one
rent.
when you didn't have any money. I gave you
Exactly,
credit.
Bob.
When your own family wouldn't give you credit.
This is
When your
crazy.
neighbors
Bob,
and friends
why
wouldn't
do you
give you
hold on,
credit. The
Bob?
white man
Why do
gave
you
you
wait?
credit.
I gotta ask you this, Bob. Why do you think that black people need to look up to you?
Because
Or
Bob
should
is
look
right.
up?
We need Bob.
Stop HBK for a minute.
I'm not saying they need to. I'm just saying,
You
like,
said
you know,
want. I said need or want to. Why would we need or want to look up to you?
because you're a human being.
You're not though.
I'm not the human. Then if I'm the devil,
No,
look
you
up
have
to
no
me.
empathy.
Look
You
up to
have
the
no
white
compassion.
devil.
You don't think about. And I'm not saying it like you have kind of an alpha mentality where you only think about yourself. Black
Right.
people don't think like that.
Well,
We're the total opposite of that. And for you to want us to conform to that is the total opposite of who
maybe
we
that
really
is the
are.
reason you're not
Bob.
succeeding.
Hey, Bob,
And to whose metric though? Like
Exactly.
I don't. If I have to
Society.
succeed, wait, hold on. Just listen real quick, Bob. You might learn. If I have to succeed by taking and robbing and stealing from people, that's not succeeding. That's being cunning and underhanded. Me succeeding or failing determines what I do, not what I have to take from somebody else who created that.
Who is? Why do you got to take?
And that's the one thing. That's the mechanism that
If
y'all
you
white
don't
men
have
lack.
any
Can somebody
money,
catch
I
me up
can't
real
take
quick?
nothing
Hey.
from you.
Bob,
He's
hey,
in
Bob,
caucasity.
No,
If
I
you
just
have
need
no
I
worth,
just need a
if
catch
you
up
have no
of
worth,
who
what
is
can I
Bob?
take from
What does
you?
Bob do for a living? And what
Bob
does he own?
he's a white man who's taking advantage of
Hold on,
Bob,
hold on. I
whiteness
just
of America,
just
the
tell me.
caucasity of America.
No, say it
Bob
again.
is a property owner who rents to only black people. He goes into communities where black people move in and other white people move out and leave the property. Then he buys the property. He fixes it up and tries to make it look good because he says that that make the Black people that he moves in feel good about themselves. Now, what Bob does that I disagree with, they have to have their rent paid by the third day. They have to have their rent paid by the third day of the month. If it's not paid, he charges them a 10% late fee. And then if they haven't paid their rent by the midnight of the fourth day of the month, they, on top of that 10% late fee, which is 10% of their rent, they have to pay him a $10 daily fee.
Which is illegal.
What?
I still
So
have
this is how this
questions.
conversation got
Bob
started.
is a
It started
pariah
from there, and that's who Bob is, and that's what he
Bob
does
is
for
a
a living.
pariah. Bob, you are a pariah. But let me say this. When you say
Didn't you
pariah,
speak? Hey, the Black, didn't you speak already?
Not a
Didn't some of you guys speak already? Like,
Go ahead,
guys,
Miss
y'all
B,
have
go
to
ahead.
share the panel a little bit.
Okay,
Go ahead,
a
Miss
little
B. You
bit.
got the floor. Let her get the floor real quick.
Thank you.
He was entering. Go ahead.
So what I'm trying to understand is, so Bob, he's in gentrified communities or he's in the suburbs where the Black people are going to? I'm just trying to understand what homes or houses he's renting to the Black.
So he's renting anywhere where white folks are running. So say you move into a neighborhood.
So he's in the suburbs and he's buying up these homes. So these Black folks are paying regular rent. This is not like they're doing Section 8 or anything like that.
They paying cash. You don't take Section 8.
Okay, got you. I just was trying to understand where Bob was coming from and his whole. What is his point of?
And
the
he does not
conversation?
rent to poor white people.
But what
he
is
only
but,
rents to Black people.
But what is his point, Miss Sylvia?
His point he was making was, number one, the reason he charges the late fees and things like that is he's trying to teach them not to pay their rent late. But like I told him, when he does that to a person, he can set them behind for a whole year with just 1 month of that type of bullshit.
Every lesson has a cost.
So you want to control Black people still?
That's what he said, Miss P.
No.
Yes.
That's not what he said.
Somebody said yes. Somebody agreed with me. I heard it. Yes. I heard it.
No,
yes.
Bob is
You was on my vibe. Thank you.
But Bob is saying this. If y'all
Y'all
Black
didn't pick
people
that up. I'm
will
gonna
stop
mute
being
up.
late
Y'all
in your
wake up
rent,
in a minute.
you won't have
Did
to
you
get
hear him
charged.
say every last
Bob
shit?
is right. Bob is right. I agree with Bob.
okay. No, I just want to say real quick.
Say that. He did
Bob,
a
when
few
you
minutes
say that
ago.
we should-
Every
when we say-
lashing
when we
is
say-
a cause. Yeah, because I said
Lesson. Every lesson.
lesson. Okay.
Yeah, Bob, I just
Every
say you
lesson
say
has
we
a
should
cost.
look up to white people. When you say we as Black people should look up to white people, why would I want to look up to a group of people who didn't even know how to properly bathe themselves? And who
That was a long
spread the
time
Black
ago,
plague?
BX.
Number one, you don't need to be taught that,
everything
do you?
everything they do, they take from others. They are not original. They are a plague upon humanity. Point blank, plain and simple.
You say that
And
about
y'all
the
don't-
Jews.
and because
You
don't
say
wanna
that
call
about
it
the
that,
Jews too.
and because
You say
don't
that
wanna-
about the
because you
Jews
don't
too.
wanna-
Calm down. You know
because
you
don't
can't
wanna
say that
call
word,
it
Bob.
that,
Come on.
has
Jews,
nothing
you
to
can
do
say
with
Jewish
me.
people.
But I know what Bob
No,
is.
you can't.
Bob
I
is
don't.
See
a
that
elite.
energy, that's supremacy. It's your
Bob-
panel.
Bob is
No,
a
hold on for
elite.
1 second. Let me just say this. This is Khan's panel. Yes, I'm going to say it, Khan. It's your panel. And he felt the need to challenge you on your panel. The nerves. I'm going to mute up. The nerves.
So he did that is because, see, as a white person, he can say those words on TikTok and nothing happens. It's only you as a Black person, you can't do it. See, I'm on
No, the
their
point
white-
is if
I'm
Khan
on their
says he
white
doesn't want
panels.
this on his
I know,
panel,
I
he
understand
shouldn't do
what
it.
you're saying. I understand that part. I'm not arguing that part, P. Understand. I'm not arguing that. What I'm telling you is he is letting you know he does not have to talk the way you do.
I don't care. Khan said don't do it, don't do it.
Oh my God, why can't she understand what I'm simply saying here?
Because all y'all dumb.
I'm not saying that he ain't
Stop,
supposed to
HB.
follow Khan's rules. What I'm trying to show you is Black people. This is a white man letting you know they're not bound to all of these fucked up restrictions that you are. So they don't know when they come to your space that they got to follow restrictions.
He gave him the rules and he continued to argue with him
They
about
don't
the
have
rules.
these restrictions on their panels, so that's why they're
Doesn't
confused.
matter. He gave him the rules
But
and he
that
should have
is
said
not
okay.
what I'm arguing. I'm trying to make a point on how we on here sucking ass to TikTok, coming up with different words to say regular shit when they don't have to even do it on their panels. That's the whole
Cares.
point.
Khan said he doesn't want it and he shouldn't do it.
Sylvia preaches sometimes the truth.
Conforming to
Talk
bullshit.
to you later, Bob. Got my people all riled up.
But to be honest, though, I don't think Bob was wrong. He said that.
He was wrong about what?
Well, I won't really listening, but I did know the part where he said that if people are late on their rent, that's their fault. He's taking people a chance to rent. Some people can't find a house. Hey, I said that, but I said that earlier on Gatorade. I don't know if you was up here, but I told him Gatorade. I said that it's the word you just used. I said that like 5 times. I did, but I don't think Bob's wrong.
I didn't have a problem with my problem with he's charging illegal rates. HBK.
I said that too. I said that
so
too.
then you do have a problem then. So don't
I said if the person
it's everybody charges a late fee when you pay your rent late. That wasn't the issue. The issue was what he was charging and how he was charging.
But I said that. But the problem is if you allow somebody to do you wrong, you allow somebody to mistreat you, that's your fault.
But this is what you don't understand. See, I understand how we create customers. You know, just like every corporate America company creates their customers by running ads on television, landlords create customers by giving you bad credit, making it where you can't go to nobody but them. If you don't think these individual landlords out here on Main Street don't know each other and are not a collective with each other, you crazy as hell. And they have to create certain customers.
Then don't be late, Sylvia.
HBK, it ain't even about it. Oh my God.
If you're not late,
you can be late because you lost your job. You know how long it takes to get unemployment going when you get fired?
So as a homeowner, am I supposed to wait for you to pay your rent because you lost your job?
There's all kinds of reasons that a person can be late. Your ass done paid a bill late in your fucking life.
Never.
Okay, then that's the only reason you can sit here on your self-righteous ass and say don't be late. Because you ain't never in life paid a bill late.
And he's lying.
I find that hard.
Gatorade, how you know I'm lying, Gatorade?
I find
everyone
it
is paid once late.
Because everybody, even if you mail that fucking bill off on time, it might have arrived late. And didn't get processed until late.
I don't lease stuff. I don't have a car.
HBK, good for you. Some people didn't have a choice to pay a bill late. Maybe their child got unalived and they didn't sell enough.
She always go to the extreme. She always go to the extreme.
These are the things that happen in our community. What do you mean a fucking extreme?
Our community.
It's not extreme, HBK.
Wait a minute. But my
shit that happens every day. I see it all on. People that invented a damn business by making videos with wings.
Specifically, I had a son. My son died. And you know my son died. I still haven't been late.
HBK. You see people like you. This is where people like you get on my nerves. When you have been blessed in life, accept your fucking blessing. Get on your knees and thank God. You don't whatever it is, you were still blessed because everybody ain't gonna make it through the cracks. Okay.
I worked hard in life.
Everybody ain't gonna make it through the cracks.
No, nobody gave me nothing. I wasn't blessed. I worked hard.
And this is why, as Black people as a whole and as a race, you will only have one or two that get through the cracks because you'll act like HBK. You think you got somewhere because of just your motherfucking hard work. You didn't get there on your goddamn hard work alone.
I sure did.
You got there on the hard work of your parents who put in work before your fucking ass even got here. Then you got here by the hard work of every damn teacher you had that taught you what the hell you know. So y'all killed me with it was all about me. It wasn't about you.
I said no matter who helped me get up here, I worked hard to get where I'm at.
You had so stop looking down on others that have not made it to the top.
It's not my fault,
Miss
Sylvia. You're poor.
Listen here, like I said, HBK. See, maybe I'm gonna tell you one thing. Let me tell you about. And I don't want to take
trolling now. He is trolling. HBK, stop. You being bad now. Now you know you're going too far. Stop. That's not nice.
But that aside, I was trolling. I'm sorry.
Stop that. You're going too far.
But
we're not talking about people who squander away
hold on for a second. I just wanted to talk to him. I don't like that because I see good in you, HBK, but sometimes I feel like you just like to go on the dark side a little bit, and that's okay. But you got to balance yourself, baby.
No, but what I was saying is this. Y'all keep talking about people got late payments and stuff. Why are y'all leasing your phones? Why y'all have to get the newest iPhone every year? Why do y'all have to get the Benz for $800 when you get a Honda for $300? Y'all choose these things.
Why do you assume those are the only people that pay their rent late? See, you're talking that same bullshit propaganda that they used to talk when they said welfare queens. See, your rhetoric is dangerous.
Because there are
welfare
people out
queens
here,
are
there
welfare
are people
queens are
out
the
here
ones
like
who
those
get
federal
welfare but
government
still drive a
employees that got
Benz.
laid off, employees that laid off, that
That's
might
your
have been
fault.
living paycheck to
Fix it,
paycheck,
Bob.
and now they missed a check, and now everything
You ain't
finna fall the fuck
apologizing
apart.
while
So I don't like it when people act like
You already know.
that they can't live out. You see things every day on television that people are going
Miss
through in their
Sylvia,
damn
what phone
lives.
do you have, Miss Sylvia? What phone do you have?
Whatever phone I got, it's mine.
Is it paid for or are you leasing it?
If man, don't nobody lease phones no more. What
Yes,
are your
they do.
crazy ass
See,
talking?
you're
You
lying.
lie.
Yes, they do.
That no one leases a phone.
Conscious, am I lying,
I
Conscious?
mean, honestly,
No, actually,
this
nobody.
to be honest, the cost of
Okay,
phones
so
nowadays,
hold on.
people
pay
do
on
lease
it.
their
You pay
This is my
phones.
on it,
People
territory
do
you
lease
don't
their
lease it.
For
phones.
someone who
You pay
did
on it,
15 years in
But I mean, Miss Sylvia has
telecommunications
to give
with
somebody else a chance to talk,
AT&T
though.
before
Hold on, Miss
Leasing
Sylvia.
Are you
leasing
just gonna
phones is
just
when you
let
go to
her just
T-Mobile and you get the
ahead,
payment
Ollie.
plans.
But he
That's
keeps
just
leasing.
have a
telling
balance?
lies.
All right, I'm
Yes,
going to ask right now that we
Thank
open up the panel to everyone, okay? Let everyone speak, please. This is not just a one-on-one conversation.
well, that's
Okay.
true, but he told a lie.
So,
And I
can
want
I
to
say something to HBK? Can I just say something real quick? I'm trying to make it real quick. HBK,
Take your time.
what I'm gonna say is the cost of living and inflation is very, very expensive. And so certain things, not even luxuries in life, cost money. I think about even at the level I'm at in life, and the cost of living, and if you acquire things, you could lose your job, not have your job, things could be going great. And things happen, right? And so from your perspective, you're saying that people are out here buying, you acquire things for it. One example is you gave the cell phone. I don't think the average upper middle class who have children and family members can afford to pay $1,000 per phone, $4,000 for a phone that now with technology, you can say, oh, well, they don't need that. No, we absolutely in our technology era, we need these things. These things have helped us tracking our children, being able to go to work because we live in this society where we're not able to stay home all day. So there are things that you do have to pay for. And there are times, I'm not saying these people jumped into this situation and was like, oh, I'm not going to pay my rent, but life happens. I don't know, baby, if you just have not like gone through anything in life, but I just need you to just keep living like the older elders used to tell us, keep on living. You will have moments in time where you're going to be at the top of the mountain, and sometimes you're going to fall and you're going to come back up. But we hope when you fall, you don't have somebody doing predatory lending or things to you in your utmost worst moments in life. I'm not saying that we can't move forth or do better, because we have. I see it every day, but we're not going to punch down on the people who are trying to get there.
We should. Who's next?
HBK, you say things like that, and then you want somebody to be understanding and caring about your
I
situation.
don't want y'all to understand, care about what's going on.
Okay,
I
so
just mentioned it. I don't care if y'all agree.
Okay, so
I don't want to speak for nobody. I don't care. I never
But
said
this
please
is why
pray
you're
for me.
angry. So
I
we
didn't
don't,
ask somebody to pray for me.
we don't need you bringing your anger because of your situation.
HBK is going to be successful because he thinks right.
Life experience.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Can I get invited to the party?
Can I come join you? And let's see, he really on vacation. And that's what island you on right now?
I see the little Mexico.
Okay, I can tell. I see the little tiki hut up.
Oh, I definitely ain't going to Mexico right now. Hell
So
no.
do you feel safe? Do you live there, or you just on vacation?
No, I'm on vacation. I got a thing from.
Why is it so
work
empty?
for a week.
Do you feel safe?
Oh yeah, there hasn't been a problem down here. It's been
because you're the only one
through all the
there.
way.
Shut up, HBK. We're trying to listen to
There's a
him.
bunch of people over here.
I don't see not one
People over this way
person.
too.
Cancun. I know my cousin, they just got back from Belize. I would be afraid to travel right now. I think we're sitting targets in places, but I guess Mexico is okay.
I mean, they took the focus off Mexico to go into the Middle East, so they're going to be all right to swing through.
Oh, hey, Gatorade, what would you say in the comments?
What? About what?
You said this leasing is not a thing anymore?
Yeah, Sprint used to do the leasing, but they're bought by T-Mobile.
So I do apologize. When I meant payment plans. When you paying off your phone monthly payments for 36 months,
yeah,
that's
everyone
leasing.
does. Yeah, no, that's not.
lease.
It's not
That's
leasing.
That's like
Different.
rent to own, because you're
Yeah,
actually going
it's
to own that phone when you get through with them payments.
Yeah, Sprint used to do it where you would pay and then you
Well, I
pay
got
up
my
until a
wording
certain
wrong.
point, and then you can keep paying forever and
I
never
got my
go slow.
wording wrong.
Could you be
I meant
talking
payment
so
plans.
fast? Slow your ass down.
Yeah,
I meant payment
leasing is not a
plans.
thing anymore.
But
It's all payment plans.
y'all do payment plans on your phone, instead of going to the store and get a $50 smart straight talk phone, y'all gotta have the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max.
You keep saying y'all. Who's y'all?
The blacks.
Who is it?
What?
Oh, okay. So, see, I knew it was coming to that.
Hey.
See,
What?
okay.
Big shoulder.
You know what? I'm not even gonna call you HBK. I'm just gonna call you Steven, my boy. Every time I see you from now, I'm just going Steven, my boy, because that's what you are. Just get the
Yeah, I
out.
missed you, but who's that there on that name?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the way he said blacks. It's the blacks.
The black,
said it
because
just
he has
like they said.
Because he has.
But let me give you some background on HBK. He grew up in either West Virginia or Virginia. Currently living in Colorado. So he's one of them black folks. He might have lived in the hood in West Virginia, and grew up around some black folks.
He's in Norfolk, Virginia. Now lives in
Norfolk,
Aspen.
Virginia. Okay, yeah, and now he lives in Aspen.
Norfolk is not West Virginia. Norfolk is not West Virginia.
Well, Virginia and West Virginia was the same
West
state
Virginia,
until they fell out and got mad with each other.
When
Go
she
look up
say
the
West
Yeah,
Virginia,
West Virginia
I say,
is its own
HBK
state.
ain't never seen black
Yeah, it's its own
folks.
state.
Kansas City
Well,
education.
when I looked up the history of West Virginia and Virginia, they were one state at one time. Now their asses fell out with each other. The one side fell out with some.
No, they
people
did
on
not.
one
What
side
happened
of
was the
Virginia
Civil War happened,
had
and
some,
West Virginia
and then
stayed with the
they
North.
separated and became Virginia and West Virginia. Now those
Over
are
the
facts.
Civil War, Mississippi.
It was a Civil War, Miss.
Well, all we know is they're not doing well in West Virginia. That's all I know. West
Virginia ain't doing
needs
all
a
that
lot
good
of federal assistance.
It's a very popular state, Mississippi.
So, let me
I
ask you a question, Miss Sylvia. You said Virginia's not doing well. What makes
not
Virginia not be doing well?
The po folks that live there.
Hey, but you know, I got
what data you have on the poor folks?
What I'm
here in
saying is the
Virginia?
poor folks that live there that are, when I'm talking poor folks, I'm talking about people 65 years of age or older, because those are the people that I
happening
deal
to them?
with, or people who
No,
are
I want to
under
know because I live in
65
Virginia.
and are disabled. So due to the big beautiful bill, the cutbacks. So anybody that I dealt with that was on double funding, Medicare,
But doesn't that
and
affect
Medicaid.
every state? If it's a big beautiful bill, that's federal.
Yeah,
that
but
would
it really
affect
affects
everybody.
y'all for some reason.
Yeah,
that,
but a lot of
the
people,
West Virginia folks,
don't
for
know.
some reason,
West Virginia
they
folks got a chance to pull
But West
themselves out
Virginia is
that
not
hole.
Virginia. She said Virginia was doing bad.
With Virginia and West
You know,
Virginia, y'all
even
asses ain't
you
got
know
no
West
power.
Virginia. I got
Completely
family
Never mind, I'm gonna
staying
mute.
Red and blue, red and blue.
So y'all have
got
a lot of
family.
nurse practitioners versus the doctors of internal medicine, shit like that. See, I judge areas on things like that. You know, what type of doctors do you have? What is their specialty?
I mean, West Virginia and Virginia, two different places. That's two different places.
I understand that, Tony.
Like West Virginia, they don't want to pull themselves out the hole. I don't know, the coal mining industry, they got that shit under lock and key.
They
Like,
do
real
though.
deal.
They do. I think because they got what's going on there. It might be.
Man, that's the
They don't have a
BX.
huge population, so it doesn't really matter. I want to hear
West
BX
Virginia.
thoughts on the black.
Man, they got a suffering population.
What's I about to say?
West Virginia is not doing good.
Right. You know, West
The highest
Virginia giving their residents free education to go to technical school and learn a trade like HVAC and
That's a good
linemen.
thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but you know, it's hard to get, you know, because my uncle up there and he work at the tech school. He
Yeah,
say the
but you get
hardest
the
thing
free
is getting these
education,
people to
then you
actually-
leave. You get the free education to move on.
Just let them finish. What
Nah,
he's
they
saying.
they get free education and they gotta stay there and work in the workforce for at least 2 years after.
Oh, okay.
If not,
But
they
can they
embedded to the
pass the
school.
test? Can they pass the test to get
They
the
gotta
free
go-
education?
What do you mean? They gotta
Meaning
be a resident. If you're a resident of West Virginia, you
Okay.
can go to technical school and get a free education and only have to work in the state for 2 years afterwards.
I get that part, Tony. What I asked was this, because we had that program here in Missouri. But we ain't finna invest that money in anybody. We got to make sure you can read, write.
I mean, that's
add,
everybody
subtract.
going into a technical school.
So I was asking
That's everybody going into a technical school. You got to have the basic knowledge of maybe a GED
but
or a
my
high school
question
diploma.
to you was the
A
problem
lot of
that
them
they're
require
not
that too.
passing
You don't
tests,
just
or
get to
what
go
is the
without
issue?
that.
What's the issue? Are they
No.
not passing the tests?
I mean,
that's what I was asking.
but those are mandatory requirements when you're going into the trade field. Is that
I'm
you
not
have a
asking
high
you
school
about that. My question was you is why are the people not involved? Is it because they can't pass the test to be a part of the program? What is the issue going on? If they have the program,
because we just had a recent shift though. We just had a shift,
Right.
guys. It's just like
And when
with
you're
every
developing-
generation, the industrial era, we're now in AI automation era, trade era sort of work. Some of the things that we used to do prior generations, that's not happening right now. So the shift happened and West Virginia saw a hole and they're like, you know what, in order for us to get our citizens up to where they need to be, we're going to have to offer some of these classes. They meet the minimal qualification if they graduated from high school. So let's put this in place because we know this is going to be the future.
and they say they ain't coming. So that's what I was asking.
Any man that has a trade will never be without a job.
Why are they not
because
taking
you got
advantage?
you got to think about it. The technical schools are so far apart and far and in between that they come, but not as many as you think. Not everybody got a high school diploma. You got to think about that. We talking about West Virginia here. There's a lot going on around the country that a lot of people don't know about.
But that's
There's a
what
lot
I
of
was
places
asking.
that a lot of people,
preventing
a
the
lot of
people
places,
from being
a lot
able
of
to be
places
involved.
don't. A lot of places don't have like good access to education. They're poor. Shit,
But
a lot of people got to
and they
work
was
because their
affected
family
by
can't work.
And they were affected by some of that coal mining, some of that stuff. People don't realize areas that you live in and exposure to certain things affect the brains of people over time. And that's all I'm going to say about West Virginia.
Yeah, they are
The
like
coal
number
mining,
50
the
in
coal mining
education.
industry, the coal mining industry definitely has a big effect on the economy there. Whether it's them affecting the laws there and the economy around them, or the health to the people, but it has a big deal with what's going on there that we don't talk about. And when JD Vance came out and targeted those people in those areas, all he did was come out and target the poorest of the poorest people that corporations have already taken advantage of. And they have a long history of the extractions that corporations have done to America. Like straight up.
Yeah.
So when we talk about when we think about freaking what they're doing now, they've already done it to the Appalachians.
Yeah, but another thing that happens is that a lot of these places, they continuously vote, because you always hear, well, why do black people continue to vote Democrat and they're still in the same position? Well, why do poor white people continue to vote Republican and they're still in the same position, like in West Virginia? Because they choose not to invest in restructuring their infrastructures. So in 1959, 1960s, yeah, the coal mining was something. 2026, which we have a stupid president who took us away from trying to invest in the green energy. Now look at what we're paying at the prices. So at a certain point, we have a population in America who chooses not to educate themselves. I'm sorry, say that again?
What president took us away from green energy?
Trump.
Okay, I didn't know if he was on our, I just wanted to be sure. Thank you. You answered correctly on the mute up.
Yeah, no, Trump and all of them. But
he took the incentives away. You can still buy an electric car.
Let me just. Okay, Bob, not even really concerned about you right
The
now.
coal also the coal to the environment. That's why they talked about Obama and Biden and them starting that, but they realized what that was doing to the environment. Green energy it's more than just an electric car, Bob.
Right. Yeah. But
it's wind energy? It takes
but Bob,
wind.
I'm going to finish with this. Bob, I'm going to finish with this. After a certain point, we can look at all the politicians we want and say they didn't do this, they didn't do that. But at some point, the American people have to take responsibility for the votes that we cast, and for the people who decide not to vote, the people who decide not to educate themselves on policies, the people who decide that, they're just going to sit this out and then complain about it. So at a certain point, the people have to be responsible for what we do as well.
I agree. Or what we don't do, what we do or don't do.
Exactly.
Listen, the green energy that he was talking about, them wind turbines you're talking about, I guess that's what you're talking about.
You know,
know
when
how
you even
much
talk,
oil
when you
they
even talk
use
about
to run them?
when you
We're not just talking about that, but we're talking about the investment. That's why China is leading right now in green energy. That's why China right now, they lead, not here in America, because we blocked them out.
They lead it because
but in certain parts of the world, they lead with the electronic cars.
I
Now, they
agree.
lead with that. But see, you have to have the processors for that. China plays a long game. They don't think about 5 years.
They can't get the oil. They can't get the oil. That's why Trump's jacking them now.
They think about 50 years from now. They think about 100 years from now.
You must ain't heard. You must ain't heard
China.
China's most recent statement, Mr. Bob Brown. Let me tell you what China has just recently.
I'm telling you, Trump is ahead of China.
Hold on for a minute, Tony Tone.
Why
But
y'all
China
don't let your motherfucking
I'm just gonna tell Bob something. China just spoke, and you know that our president is on his way to China.
Go showtime.
He's going over there next week. And China spoke publicly yesterday to say that Trump needs to understand that this war, he might not want this war to continue to go on. So that's China letting Trump know. You better figure some shit out. And they also said in their statement, you started an unnecessary war. So China is letting Trump know, you better figure some shit out here, buddy.
How you think that's going to work with Trump?
We're going to see what happens when he comes from China next week.
It's already happening.
He's on his way to China.
But you know what's crazy though, guys? So even with the China thing, so we had like Iran was supplying China a big supply of oil. And then we have Pakistan right now because India and Canada, they signed an agreement together, but India has his eye on Pakistan, who's dealing with China right now. And so now Pakistan is eyeing China. So it's like a lot going on in this whole thing. I know we're trying to keep an eye on America and their moves. I think they're trying to choke China out. Like when I think about like the AI automation stuff, and they put sanctions on the chips, so they can't even move how they need to move with the chips now. So I mean,
cut their oil off.
I think it's going to end up being China is going to be the person to watch because of the fact that China, like I said, India, you know, through Pakistan,
China is vulnerable.
China
is vulnerable.
Absolutely.
I think you're underestimating China. I really do.
No. I wasn't saying they was going. No, listen. I didn't say
it's built around not having.
I didn't say they was going to win. I didn't say they were going to win, guys.
Most of China is ran off.
They are to watch. We're watching all the
We
smaller
already know
areas.
China's not getting involved.
I was more talking about
No, they're
Bob
not.
than UP. I agree with UP. I agree with
And
UP.
China has nukes, so they don't have to send no nukes on the ground. They got nukes. They're not worried about us. You know, we have to. They just
We're choking out their economy, Sylvia. Sylvia, we're choking out their economy.
Truthfully, China doesn't have to get
I
involved.
picked that up. I was like, wow. This
China's
is all about China.
China plays the long term.
It's all about China. I agree.
Yeah. How does the oldest community or establishment or country, whatever you want to call it, oldest between the two of us, they scared us? China been around 5,000 years.
We already choking them
They've
out.
been around 5,000 years.
What
And
we
you really
did-
think, you white conqueror who came over here and ran over some folks who had
We need some showtime.
bows
So
and
this
arrows.
white conqueror can tell
was
you
able
how
to
it rolls.
conquer them because you gave them some alcohol.
No, that has nothing to do with alcohol or
They
napalm.
was used to the peace
You
pipe.
want to
and
hear
brought
somebody
them-
besides
you brought
yourself,
liquor
Sylvia.
over here and gave them liquor, and they drank liquor, and then they became
No.
unable to defend
Hold up.
themselves. So you
not how it
really
rolls.
think your little old school game?
No,
is gonna
let me
work with
explain. Let
China?
somebody else talk to have some discussion.
So anyway, Bob, before you interrupted me, as I was saying, China plays a long-term game. Right now, China is perfectly happy to sit back, let America exhaust itself out, punch itself out, play rope or dope, And China says like this, we'll take those hits.
No, China is taking big hits.
Damn it, Bob.
Damn, you talk crazy. You talk crazy talk.
Do you ever let somebody finish?
No, you were talking earlier. I haven't spoken since you spoke last. I haven't spoken since you spoke last.
I was in the middle of saying something. I was going to complete a thought. But see, I understand. White men like you do not like
You told me you were going to land your plane and everybody was quiet, and now you want more. Typical
shut up, I would have done it. But because I understand white men like you are insecure. You don't like
jealous.
To let
You're
anyone
jealous.
Speak because, Bob, I'm never jealous of mediocre.
You're jealous.
I am never jealous of mediocre. Anyway, like I was saying,
your name is Bob.
China's going to
play
the
jealous.
The Bob Newhart show. He was calm, man.
So I was going to say, let's take a breath.
Clear skin, okay? He's not
Let's
jealous. He's a melanated.
Let's all take a breath and look at this nice island view.
You know what? I'm gonna drop down, Con, because right now the Bronx is gonna come out of me, and there's gonna be some more words coming out of me. No, because there's gonna be some more words. There's gonna be some more words coming out of me that I really don't want to, because then it'll get the live taken down. So I'm not gonna allow.
If you can't handle the smoke, clear out.
I'm not gonna let this mediocre white
clear
man
out of the smoke.
take me. I'm not gonna let this mediocre white man. I'm not gonna let this mediocre white man take me.
Clear out of the
smoke.
No. Oh, see, we got rid of him. Since he gonna make, you got to come up. He wants to take you there.
BX drop down too.
Nobody.
Right, everybody, let's look at this nice island view, and let's all do some woosahs.
The TikTok drop them, or did they drop themselves?
Rub the ears, just woosah.
Woosah.
So that's what we're gonna do. Right. But so that I don't potentially violate some type of foreign international law, I'm going to take my camera off now. You guys, I'm going to drop down in the comments. You guys have a good day.
This what happens when you leave, Gator. This what happens.
I just left for a second, and everyone's gone.
Well, what happened? Did he drop himself or what?
Oh, you're muted, Con. I can't hear you.
Can't be.
Oh, I wonder if he got a restriction. What happened?
Yeah, once just dropped. Am I still muted? What?
Oh.
I wonder if he got a restriction. I wonder if they got.
Yeah, it's just dropped.
Restriction, or did they just drop down on their own?
Bob dropped down. Can y'all hear me?
Yep. Did he get a restriction, or did they just drop down on their own?
But no, I dropped Bob. Bob dropped down. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Bob and BX dropped down.
Oh, they dropped down.
No, I dropped Bob. I dropped Bob, and everybody else started dropping down.
And then B dropped down on the phone.
So all my brothers and sisters. Yeah, and then that's in that city we dropping off. Damn, brothers and sisters.
Oh my.
You dropped off on your own. We know you did, NS, because you told us you was leaving.
Oh my.
But Bob is white supremacy, and that's we ought to. I'd be happy that he tells the truth.
I always thought he was trolling. I really did. I thought he was, but no. He's so egregious. He's so crazy with it. Like,
you know what?
It's a little.
Then I appreciate
the covert one of the.
And like you say, he don't rent to white people.
Like he was different.
He wouldn't feel good about getting over on them.
It's a little different though. Like, do you appreciate the covert one or the overt one? Because I'm from Ohio, and it was different up north. It was like more. They shake your hand, be like, "Yeah, we ain't letting you get too far." But in the South, it's almost like don't come too far, nigga. You know that it's
I don't like that.
It's different.
I appreciate upfront racist people.
Yeah.
I like to know where I stand. Now I don't like the kind I gotta be trying to figure out if they smiling in my face and stabbing me in my back, because then those kind can convince you.
I was to come back and apologize again.
I don't like either one.
I mean, but if I got to deal with one, give me a Bob.
Yeah.
Because now I know what
I ain't got nothing against black folk. Black folk made my lifestyle.
I know they did.
Black dollar.
But you use them. That's
said
the
the
thing,
same
though.
thing. The black dollar is real.
Yeah.
Bob,
This the thing is you exploit them. It's not that you exploit them.
No, it's consent. It's like sex between consenting people.
No, it isn't.
No,
They're
it's not.
consenting. They're of sound mind. They are of sound mind.
You're exploiting them. The rates that you're talking about are higher than mortgage rates, like 10% and then $10 a day.
That's right.
That's insane. And mortgages give you a 15-day grace period.
What does it when you wait a minute?
I'm gonna say
Let me
apartments
ask
do the
Gator,
same
Gator,
thing.
Gator,
They
let
just
me ask
don't
you a
do as
question.
much as Bob do. So like an
they do
apartment
the same, but that's
complex,
the thing.
apartment complex will give you to the 5th day of the month as a rule.
Yeah.
And then if you ain't paid by midnight of the 5th, they'll charge you what's called a late fee. And that's normally an established amount. I ain't rented since I don't know when, so I can't really tell you what it is now. But back in the day when I rented, it was something like $25 or $35 late fee.
Yep.
And then they would charge you something like $5 a day.
But here's what I do. I tell my people, I tell them when they move in, I say, listen, my late fees are stiff. I'd rather have my money when it's due because I base my life on what I think I'm got coming in, just like your paycheck. That's just how you live. Now, if you're going to hold my life up, that's going to have to cost you something. And they
We're
go,
not
okay, I
disagreeing
understand.
with you, Bob. We're disagreeing with the amount that you're charging.
I
It's
think
what
I
we're
should
having
charge
problem
more,
with.
but I don't.
Well, I know you do.
That's why
I know you do.
Because I can't, you can't get blood out of a turnip. You can't get them too deep.
that's why capitalism is bad.
Exactly.
Capitalism, listen.
You exploit to the
why
point
it's
that they
bad.
can barely
why it's
live.
bad.
Like you're at that
Capitalism
point
is
that they can't
amoral.
even, it's
Now,
don't give
I
them a
told
break.
you, you came into this conversation late. I give them what their neighbors don't have. I give them central air. I give them tile floors. I give them a white maintenance man who, if you call me and you say, Mr. Brown, I don't have a vacuum cleaner, so I never vacuum, and I never put no filters in my doggone air conditioner, and now my air conditioner's clogged up, and we's all sweating over here. Can you come over and fix it? And I say, yep, you paid your rent. You get that fixed.
Isn't that what you have to do anyway?
Do you see how he said you clogged up the air conditioning filters because you didn't buy a vacuum and vacuum the carpet, and you ain't changing the filters out in the furnace like you should be. So you clogged it up. But I'm gonna go ahead on and fix
That's
it.
exactly what happened. I
So
take all the risk.
do you explain to them that they are responsible for buying filters?
Yes. It's in
That's
the
in your
lease.
that's in
But
your
they,
lease.
but guess what? You ain't gonna throw somebody out because they didn't put a filter in.
Mm.
You listen when
Do you charge them for that maintenance visit?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's their fault. If I say, if it was like, say, they say, Mr. Brown, the toilet's clogged up. I say it wasn't clogged up when you moved in, was it?
You know what? To the people in the comments talking about California, I have never been there, and the people that live there complain. But it's one thing I'll say about California. California have strict laws about how you're going to treat their citizens, how you're going to deal with them, and they also have extended time frames that their citizens can come back on your ass as a corporation about how you have mistreated them and done them. So I say, folks, talk about Gavin Newsom and every other governor that they've had out there in California. One thing California has done better than any other state in the United States of America is protected their citizens and their rights when it comes to the telephone company, the light company, the gas company, any kind of company out there.
Right, but we feel sorry for deadbeats.
That's why a lot of companies leave California. When y'all talk about when our company is leaving and they're going other places, they leaving because they motherfucking ass have to act right, do right, and be right.
They can't exploit people the way they want.
So they go and they can't exploit y'all, so they take their asses down there to Texas, where that governor down there says, well, you can take advantage of our folks.
Yep.
You can do whatever you want to do to our citizens.
Let the buyer beware. Let the buyer beware.
You got money to pay. And the reason I know this for a fact is because I've worked for a bunch of Fortune 500 companies, and I know the laws because you have to learn these laws in different states because every state got different laws. And from AT&T on down, with every state, California has always had protective laws.
Not enact their own. That's why they got rid of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They want to make sure that people cannot enact their own rights. They can prevent themselves from being exploited by having some recourse. So they want to remove all that kind of stuff.
And the next place I know that's got good laws like that is the United Kingdom on their citizens.
And we had people from France. It's interesting because when I was there's a layoff at my company last year, and we we had some people from France that were working for us. When they announced the layoff, they gave them a whole year before they actually laid them off. So they had to pay them for a full year because of the France laws. And then even after they got laid off, they had 12 more months to find a new job from France. So France was subsidizing their job, how much they were getting paid for a whole year up until the point that they could find a new job. And the company had to go through hoops to even fire them. They had to prove that they were losing money, like the company itself was losing money before they could get fired. So they have a huge like protection for workers that we don't have here. And we say we're free
in America. It's right to work, buddy.
Yeah, they say we're free, but seems like they're free because they actually have some protection on their bodies when they work. It's crazy.
And even for when they're spending their money with them companies over there, they protect it, just like California. So we as citizens need to be standing up and demanding the same shit here. Yeah, we're assets to America.
Without us, you billionaires don't exist. You have no money.
We work for you, and then we consume your damn products. You're a damn asset, citizens. And put your money in the shoebox. And you need to stand up and let them know that you know exactly who and what you are. Because if all you did was went to work and put your money in the shoebox and didn't put it in none of these banks, it wouldn't be nothing called stocks.
Yep.
Because they play with your damn money.
Yep. You saw what Elon did recently? He got another lawsuit in Mississippi.
Good.
He put up a data center there for their AI data center, and they put it up illegally. They just put it up without anybody really giving them approval to do it.
Wait, no permits or nothing?
Nope, they didn't have the proper permits. They had some, but not the ones to put a data center there. Then they put up that building, and then they started powering it with diesel. Yeah, they had to get fast. They got fast. But then they started powering it with diesel instead of powering it with the way that they said they were supposed to. And they were poisoning the people over there. It was methane was going into the air, and people were, having health issues. And they were like, yeah, well, it was legal, but they can't stop them now, right? It's operating, so they can't shut it down easily. So they're suing for monetary reasons, but they can't shut it down.
They say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
That's what his ideology is.
So this is what I'm gonna ask the great people of Mississippi. Why do you keep voting in the politicians? Because we had I don't know if that same governor is in there. You had the governor who took the money from the stamp program and funneled it to Brett Brahr, and then whatever his name is, and then they built a volleyball court for his daughter's private college. So they stole money from all of the people in Mississippi, black, brown, white, old, young, whoever would have qualified for these food stamps. I don't recall anybody going to jail. I don't recall it being all over the news. I don't recall any MAGA people being outraged about it.
It's like the Three Stooges. At the end of the thing, the last Stooge didn't have anybody to slap.
So why are they now they allowed this same governor allowed this facility to be built? Who allowed this big facility to be built? Who is the mayor that allowed it to go down?
Good question.
Then the governor allowed it. You just can't go build no massive facility of this type of thing without coding and everybody knowing about it. You got massive equipment coming in, that's moving land and tamping it, and then you got big concrete being poured. So the concrete companies in the town making money. They didn't see all these big ass trucks running back and forth. When you're putting up things like this is what you see. And what union came in and put this place together? Was it union employees, or did they just grab Jose Cuervo? Maybe. And that's why we had so many people from over the border over here, because they was building the center.
Yeah.
I mean, how did this go down without nobody in?
Please, you need help for eat my familia. Rafiji.
You need some.
He sounds Italian.
Please give me
not sure what language.
money, guys.
You need to
You
eat.
need some money.
You need one galaxy, one money gal.
Galaxy.
Oh, he know
Galaxy.
how to speak. He know how to
Send
speak.
me a galaxy.
He trying to play because when he said galaxy, then that English came through real good. Yeah. Are you Italian or what are you? You one rose.
Galaxy.
I think you on here. I think this is like.
I don't know where he's. I don't know.
Yeah, let me give you one rose and get you on out of here. 'Cause I think you on here. I think this is like the people that stand on the corner begging, but really got a nice house and a car around the corner. See, he got a roof. Look at that roof above him. That's a drop roof. See, that roof was a drop roof. Now he got some shit behind him. I can't figure out what that looked like installation.
Send me one galaxy, I am Rafiji.
How you got that?
Get the Blasio. You need one galaxy, one money gal, please.
We just gave you one that's coming.
How you got that hat on?
You got to drop down for it to come.
I gave you a rose.
Yeah, there you go. She just gave you one that's coming. You got to drop down for it to come. You see it? There you go.
You got on a fake mustache because that hat is an AI hat.
Gal, please.
We're all done. No more. No more.
One galaxy, please.
No more. We're all done. We're all done.
We don't have galaxies. We don't have a galaxy.
No more.
We broke.
Yes.
No
No
galaxy.
more.
We broke. We broke. No galaxy. With no money.
Did he call us?
Yeah.
We have no money. We have no money. We poor. We poor.
Gotta work on those dance moves, but
we still poor.
That's not helping us. Yeah, that's not. Poor is poor, bro.
We have no galaxy. What is he dancing for?
The more money you get, the longer you're gonna stay though.
Oh well, I ain't got no more roses. We have no galaxy.
We sent you. We got. Look, they sent you some.
We have no galaxy. We have no galaxy.
Gal, please.
No, we
sent you
don't
some.
have.
What
We
you gonna-
don't
they
have
sent you
none.
some.
Please, one money gal, get the Blasio.
No
What you gonna do with
money.
it?
The Blasio. We don't have any money.
Hold on. What you gonna do with it?
The Blasio.
He's Italian. He's Italian.
Oh, yeah.
That's not Italian.
Send me one galaxy, please. Get the Blasio. One money
they did the
gal, one
Blasio.
galaxy.
That sounds like
Please.
That's you don't hear somebody tell them to say that.
No, but I'm saying his accent is Italian. That's what I pick up.
Page says from Syria.
The Syrians that they said they talk like that
Easy.
with the way they roll.
See one money gal.
Say he from Middle East. The way he go, that guy. He sound like hardcore. He is. Somebody say he from Middle East. He is not Italian. Well, he sound like him. Shit, maybe they
No.
sounded like over there. Who knows?
They all sound like.
One money gal, please. Get the Blasio.
No comprende.
No. This
Please,
universe, no more.
one
No. I'm sure it can.
I'm just wondering how they cash this and how do they cash it though? Like
I'm sure it converts to their money, and just like you know what I'm saying. TikTok,
yeah.
I would first, and then TikTok probably just
Do they have?
and then pay, and you know what I'm saying. TikTok
like
gonna get it first, and then TikTok probably just give them a shit.
Oh, okay.
He said
And they probably make more off of it than we do.
Galaxy.
Mentality
I need. I mean, he said a galaxy too. He didn't even start off short. He said a galaxy.
Wow.
That's the mentality I need on here. I'd be like, see, Rose.
He hustling. He hustling.
Bobby even had to leave. He was sick of it.
You hustling? You hustling?
No.
The galaxy, you hustling? How much you make today?
Yes, one galaxy stop.
How many
much have you
galaxies
made?
have you got today?
What?
How many galaxies have you heard today? How many galaxies have you heard today? How many galaxies have you heard today? How many galaxies have you gotten today? See what I'm saying? Turn it. Turn the camera around. See, somebody talking to him. You see what I'm saying?
I heard him. I heard
Yeah, someone was there.
Turn the
I saw.
camera around. Show me dude who talking to you. I sent.
Yeah, there's a few people there.
Show me, yeah, him. Show me him. The guy you looked at, should you pick up? Show me him. I've sent Galaxy. You show me him. Tell him to pick up the camera.
Are you in
Tell
trouble?
him to pick up the camera.
Have you been kidnapped?
The camera.
Are you kidnapped?
One Galaxy, one money, God, please.
Have you been kidnapped?
Tell him to pick up the camera. Him. Tell him. Give him the camera. Damn.
Oh, they took him off. I said, have you been kidnapped?
Damn.
They got him out here working.
This is not good.
It's that this TikTok you learn and you to a lot of things. They out here. That's almost like modern day pimping.
It is pimping.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I keep hearing people.
They giving him instructions. I was trying to figure out if he's there at his own will or.
That's why I'm like I keep hearing people telling him, man, something. Like I ain't I hear that. Yeah, I hear that dude.
I finally heard and started looking at his eyes and saw that he was looking up. Like you say, like he taking instructions from somebody.
That for me to get numbers, not money and shit.
Someone was there in the background. I saw him walking by.
Man, my brother just used to do that for me to get numbers, not money and shit.
I was watching it. Was it on Netflix or Tubi about the TikTok unaliver? Did y'all know about the TikTok serial?
What?
Unaliver. He only unalived he was unaliving people while live on TikTok. Now he wasn't doing it live on the TikTok. But he was from some country. He was from overseas. It's called the TikTok KILLER.
He wasn't live when he was doing it on the live, but he was live.
But he was live, yeah, because what he was doing, he was a homeless man that was walking the country. And he would be live while walking and sharing his adventures.
Oh.
He had already served time in prison for taking a few people's life. And he had been let loose.
Wait, who let him loose? Who did that?
The prison did, he had served his time and they let him, let him go. So the way he came back to everyone's radar was he unalived this girl. And her family was really looking for her because they knew something had happened to her because she hadn't called and all of this, even though she was out there and was on smugs and stuff like that. Even though them people over there have some of the same problems, she met his ass while she was in a shelter. And so he was at some point, I guess, while she was going with him on some of his journey, he decided that he wasn't going to take her no more and unalived her. By the time they found her, her head was not a part of her body because it was just a skull.
What?
And then the body was found some other place. And then when they got his phone, they saw pictures of her body, which was unalived, on his phone. And then they realized when they went back through the TikTok and all of the videos that he was taking them on the path of each one of his unalivings because they was already looking for him for some other unalivings that had taken place since he done gotten out of the jail, which was on the journeys that he was going and filming on the TikTok. That's why he got the name of TikTok KILLER. So why he had built up this big, and he was on here with no teeth. This is just how the man looked. His teeth looked like I don't know what. But he had a big following on TikTok. And the folks would tune in whenever he would go live on TikTok. And so they was able to use all them TikTok videos. Matter of fact, that's how they found her going over, because he was acting like he was trying to find her by calling her mother, and he didn't have her phone the whole time. He had her phone that whole time, and then was calling her mother, talking about, well, how's it going on the investigation? And so when they did background on him, because see, the police wasn't helping the family. because they felt like, well, she's missing because she want to be missing. So that forced the family to really have to do their own investigation by themselves. So when they finally found out his name, because they had never seen him, they're just talking to him over the phone. This is when they find out that he has unalived people in the past, when they looked him up on their internet and all of that. And even then, with the police that lived where he was at the time, they were still stupid. So that goes to show you police are stupid all around the world. They think they know everything as opposed to listening. They probably would have found her body before the skin decomposed if they would have got involved at the time that the parent contacted them and told them something was wrong.
Is TikTok a mistake? I just don't. I feel like sometimes I'm wondering, like, is TikTok a mistake? Because sometimes I feel like we got like people that we should not be interacting with that we're interacting with.
Social media.
It's like sometimes we shouldn't be disconnected to people, and it's spreading this kind of stuff like all around, spreading ideology. You know, it's sometimes I wonder, like, is this good? Should they have just got rid of it when they had the chance? I don't know.
I
think so too.
Well, AI, I think, should be something we put a halt on.
I think so too, but it's hard now.
Well, I'm glad we got this one company that has stood up. That one company that just stood up to HETSEC and Trump and all of them, that let them know you ain't gonna use our platform that we created to do anything that we feel wouldn't be what we wanted it to be used for. So now they've decided they're just not going to use it. So yeah, don't use it. Go on somewhere and find something else. But more than likely, they done copied it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, they don't even need to. They have ChatGPT. Like the OpenAI guy, Sam Altman, said that they can use it. The government can use his ChatGPT for that purpose. And you know, he lost like 5 million people uninstalled the app, but he's kind of trying to backtrack. But they can use that. I mean, there's other ones besides Claude.
Yeah, well, go use it. I hope everybody turn their ass down, because right now we can't trust them to do things the appropriate way.
AI targeting, like, okay.
I don't think
that might be why the school got hit. Because they might have been using some AI targeting, like, okay, it's most likely right here, and I don't know. That seems like it's something. I was watching that CNN clip that you were talking about, and they did say that it had come from the United States. They're like 99% sure that it came from the United States, and it's they called it mistaken targeting. So we'll see what the U.S. investigation says about it. But I don't know if it's because of all that.
And why can't we just admit made a mistake? Since they know. Since what did HEPSEC say? This happens in war, you know, you're gonna have some casualties.
Yeah.
Then admit to the casualties and then move on and say we're gonna try to do better with our aiming, but you don't want to admit to those casualties because you know that is gonna create a even more hostile situation on the ground. Because some people didn't ask you to come in there unaliving and tearing up their property.
Yeah, unaliving their children. Yeah.
What did they ask for that?
I mean, that's kind of weird to me too, because I've been like the misinformation. I have like a firsthand view of it. Like people started spreading, like, okay, Iran is the one who actually dropped it on their own self, and they admitted it. I'm like, you guys are lying. There's no evidence of that. There's nothing here that says that they dropped it. One person told me that, oh, I went on X and I looked on X. They have a paper that says that in their language that says, oh, we're sorry, we dropped it on the school. It's like, are you dumb? You think they're gonna put that on X, on Twitter? Like, you guys, come on.
In their language, so if it's in their language, who read it?
You can put your phone on.
Say again?
If it's in their language, then who read it?
Well, they said
it translated with your phone.
Yeah.
You can put your phone on and translate it.
Yeah, they said they translated
Twitter,
it.
we can do anything now.
You don't think that
You're right.
fake? You don't think that it's AI?
You know they got an
AI, bro.
Put my phone down and it translated it, all right? That's all you got to do. What I did.
That's what they did. That's what they did. And they said, "Oh, they apologized." I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. The U.S. said that they're investigating. So I'm like, you don't think they can find that out? Come on now.
Oh, if you don't have like some type of moral compass, do not go on to Twitter. Oh, because you could get lost. So, oh my God,
I learned that. I learned that quick.
Like, this is real. This is
I learned that quick.
It's literally like the dark web.
If you don't have a moral compass, don't go where?
Twitter.
X. Last month it was a Twitter.
I got an account over there, but I just ain't been over there. I need to get over there. Is it crazy?
Oh,
last month it was a white dude on there who made 28 days of Black myth history. All this. Every day he tried to go through something debunking Black history. He went like through Emmett Till, all this crazy.
He tried
He said Emmett Till tried to grape the lady.
Yeah. Except the lady admitted that.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
all right.
What's the point of this?
Just misinformation, and these white supremacists, they just eat it up. That's the thing.
You know what the crazy part? You'll see that, and then on the next, like I guess, Real or X, it'll be a Black dude defending like white supremacy. You like, what the? And then you look, and then it's a white person posting that. You be like, man,
it's rage bait because they get paid for it now. They pay on engagement on your posts, so people just say very insane things and say crazy stuff, and then they're like, oh, that gets 10,000 people, 100,000 people responding, and they make money. So of course they're gonna do that.
I keep forgetting this paid, bro.
It's paid. When they have that blue check, then you know, okay, you're getting paid for this. Actually, don't trust it. They're paid.
Where's the spoons? No spoon.
That's the engagement bait. That's what they do.
I totally forgot that you could get paid for that. Maybe I should go on there because man, damn it, Gator. Now it makes sense, man.
Let me go over there. Let me get back on my because I had got banned from Twitter because I cussed Candace Owens.
Sellout though. You're gonna have to be an absolute sellout.
But when Elon took it over, he gave me my account back.
Make a burner account. I'll be right back here. Make this burner account.
Yeah, he gave me my little account back over there on Twitter. But I guess it's X now. I'm gonna have to log in.
They want to
and I can food over there too. And I got a True Social account.
I wanted to get one, but they wanted your number and all that. I was like, yeah.
Well, I did it when he first did it.
You probably did.
When he first opened it, I don't know whether I gave my number or not.
Going over there,
but I got a little account over there. I ain't been over there.
You need to start going over there. Sending me them.
That's what I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna go over there and I'm log in.
I know they be wild. I know they. Of course,
you get the firsthand. Well, actually, probably they're not. They're probably talking about the same thing: immigrants, tea people. That's probably all they talk about. But the funny part would be Trump saying Trump's tweets. That's what I want to see.
The funny part would be over there. I can talk about Trump, and I know damn well he'll see it.
They'll probably shadow ban you real.
Now I'm gonna have my first video with him down on his knees.
They probably I got AI census.
Oh, they'll send the FBI to your house. I don't be careful.
Thank you. So I know they will because I'm gonna have him sucking on Barack.
No. Speaking of, I want to say Barack, well, sucking on Barack. But I was in this live early this morning, and they were talking about Barack being at Jesse Jackson's funeral. Did you guys see the funeral?
Yeah, I saw it, but I was at work, so I said I want to go watch it where I can find a replay of it.
The uproar, they were like, well, I guess Jesse Jackson's son said no politics, no talking politics at the dad's funeral.
Oh, well, they were all talking politics from what I saw.
Yeah, I'm like, the way he was a political activist.
Yeah.
Like, when else would Barack?
Did little Jesse just say something at the funeral?
This came from Black. They were saying he said something prior or after, because that was kind of the dispute. Like, And the crazy part is this came from Black MAGA. This wasn't even
They don't care about
MAGA
Jesse
folks.
Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
They come out, they asked for even at the funeral.
They don't care.
I saw little Jesse, the one that went to
It
jail.
was so weird. They were like, and I'm like, well, what else would Barack and Harris then be talking about Jesse Jackson other than political activism or political activities that they engage with him? Because it ain't like they knew him from childhood. They weren't friends or anything. They were political teammates, I would say. You know what I mean? But they
Matter of fact, Barack laid out on his statement that he would not be where he was if it wasn't for Jesse Jackson. He opened up with that.
Obama's even doing
that due to the
and then they was like,
hard
remember
work that
Jesse
had put
Jesse
in.
said he wanted to cut off Barack Obama's nuts. What was Barack Obama even doing there? What kind of stuff? I was like,
they don't care about Jesse Jackson. Why are they talking about him?
Do they not understand that was not a
just a little bit of jealousy,
fallout to fuck you, ain't gonna never talk to you no more between him and Jesse.
That was
just a
little bit of
fallout
jealousy.
over
Just
something, a spat, and he talking to the next, and we talked that way with each other, and he didn't realize that mic was on. He was like, that Negro talked down to me. Because he didn't like how Barack spoke to him. So older versus younger. We had that same problem and shit on this panel because there was an age gap. Maybe Barack did see a few things differently than Jesse did at that time.
Wrong with that.
And maybe Jesse took how Barack spoke to him as by talking down to him. And maybe it irritated him, and that's when he used the word Negro. He used, because that's what we use with each other, period.
Yeah, but I don't think it would hinder them from, you know what I'm saying? It didn't hinder
No,
them.
it didn't. I'm saying it didn't hinder them. That's my point that I'm making.
I remember Jesse crying when
the white folks
Barack got
want to take
elected.
it and make it. That's what I was fixing to get to. But see, the white folks want to use that, give it to the ignorant black people, and say, see, look at this. See, they didn't like each other. Remember here? In a crowd of other people. But then they don't show the picture of Jesse Jackson crying, like you say, in a crowd of other people who were happy looking at him and Michelle being voted in as the president, because see, that was Jesse's dream. It came true. Martin's dream had came true.
One thing that I don't like about
They didn't get there. They didn't make it there, but Barack did.
Because I thought, you know, the one thing that I don't like about how the country treated Barack Obama. Because I thought he was almost like the perfect, I won't say the perfect, but like the blending, the melting pot of America. Black, Islam, white. And you know what I'm saying? You know, just a mixed person. Like, I'd be like, okay. And then he went to black, and you know, he went to white. He was supposed to be kind of like the best of us.
And he was.
He was, but
Obama twice. I mean, I don't. When you hear people say, like, a lot of these MAGA say, I voted for Obama twice. I'm just like, well, there has to be. I'm wondering, you voted for him twice, and then you vote for Trump. So I don't understand. I don't understand it. I'm a little. I just like. I try to understand it. I'm like, I don't. How do you go from Obama to Trump? Like, what's the correlation? I'm a little confused.
The next vote. It's the next vote.
I'm really confused.
Because Trump was running for president that whole time when Obama was in office, because that's when you really started hearing from Trump on the stage, because it irritated his soul that America had a
What I'm
black
saying
man.
though, I understand exactly what Gator's saying. I'm gonna start calling him Gatorade.
I like it. Gatorade. I'm like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool.
But like to vote for Obama twice and then the next vote, misproportion of a mixed velocity. How do you? That's like a pendulum swing of a misproportion.
But that's what I'm saying.
mixed
Trump is
velocity.
running for office the whole time. Obama was in office. Trump was running for office.
Yeah,
He was the only one challenging Obama. That whole time Obama was in office, Trump was the only person publicly challenging. Where's your birth certificate?
Yeah.
Where was your born?
I
Where
knew
was
one.
the this? Where was the that? How did we put him in? I mean, he went all the way to he went every which way concerning Obama. He ran for office that whole time. So of course that's why it was so easier for the white man to vote for him, at least the white man that felt he was disenfranchised by black men and black women. They're getting picked over us, because that's what Trump is telling them during this whole time when Obama is in office. So boom, when he came out, but he barely won that. That wasn't a landslide election.
Yeah, it's funny because I was on a live the other day and somebody was saying, of course, these white people were saying Obama didn't do anything for black people and Trump did more for black people. But then you pairing with that conversation you were just talking about, that white people thought that Obama was so focused on race. It's simultaneously, he's so focused on race and so focused on black people, but at the same time, he didn't do anything for black people. And Trump did more. It's like, okay, which one is it? I'm a little confused. I don't know. It's also the same thing that they bring up with Kamala. They're like, oh, she was hard on black criminals. I'm like, don't you guys not like criminals? Like, like that's a conversation for us, not for you. You don't like criminals, right? So you should be okay with her being hard on criminals. But it's like y'all are like, yeah, she was a hard on criminals. She didn't like black people. You don't like black people. Just stop. I don't understand. It's weird to me. It's weird.
On Tubi documentary, another reason why they don't like that governor in Minnesota, because he's one of the first governors anywhere in the United States of America that put in a special task force to specifically look for missing black women.
Really? In Minnesota?
Really? In Minnesota. Go look it up. That's why I say I like Tubi. You know, Tubi is owned by Fox.
Because you got
I didn't know that at first. I didn't know Fox owned Tubi. But for Fox,
they let the black people, because you gotta have, it's a certain criteria now to get on Tubi. You're right. You gotta put, because anybody could just, I won't say anybody, but anybody, but now it's a criteria now.
Oh, before it was terrible. Before Tubi was just like all
it started out, so they were there's still some,
some crazy stuff out there.
It's weird. That's what I'm saying. Like they were building it up just like they did with Fox before, you know what I'm saying? They kicked it all off.
Yeah.
They got good, but that's what I learned. There's a documentary on there about missing black women and how when black women go missing, that they don't get the play that Karen gets when she's missing. No, they don't get the investigation. The money is not put into them. The FBI and everything else. When she's missing, look at what's her name, Mother Missing. So we heard about her all over TV. FBI and everything else is investigating. And so this is when in the documentary where you learn that his state is the first state to ever put together a task force type situation, so to speak, to specifically look into the black women, the missing black women. And right now we have over just black women alone. I think at the time they made that documentary, about 100,000 black missing women.
Well, MAGA does not like that. They don't like that. That's the DEI. They don't like all that focus on black people. So,
and I think Minnesota was a big state for trafficking. But you don't hear them talking about that either, because that's why they probably so focused on the Somalians, because they don't want you to know that Minnesota is big for trafficking, and that they were missing a lot of people there, and that's why that governor put in that task force in Minnesota, because of all of the missing black women they had coming up in their state.
I'm mad that he decided to not run again, but I get it. Like I get, having all the unaliving threats. Like even we're just talking about Twitter, but on Twitter there was this guy, I don't know, he was a radio show host or something, and he was saying we need to take out Waltz. We need to take him out and unalive him. So this is what the rhetoric that's going on with that guy. So I understand him dropping out, but
I think he would have been safer as a governor, because he would have had
the
protection he needs going into the private space.
You think he would have got
going into the private space? You have to pay for your own. security more than likely.
Do you think he would have been elected? You said, Con?
I said, do you think he would have got reelected?
Reelected?
I think so.
Probably. I mean, with the whole ICE thing, I think that kind of showed that he was willing to stand up. I don't know what they think, what Minnesota people think about it. I'm not sure. I'm not there, so.
They put him there, and so
yeah.
I think if he would have ran, he would have been reelectable.
Yeah, I think he's reelectable for sure. Yeah,
because the real Minnesotans know he had already dealt with the crime and the fraud because they lived there. So they knew that that situation had already been handled. They know those people had already been sent to jail. So they knew this was a bunch of bullshit. It was only people that didn't live in Minnesota that believed that this was some current shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would have been able to been reelected. And it definitely after they went there and slaughtered citizens.
Yeah. I think after that for sure.
In cold blood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
On television and on film, like George Floyd. Minnesota has had it with these citizens being on camera around in front of other citizens just slaughtered.
Yep.
For a while, and now we're like, oh,
You know how quickly we moved past that? That was a huge thing for a while, and now we're like, oh, we forgot. I feel no one's even talking about it. No one mentions it.
But Christie done lost her job over it.
I thought it was the money.
They done fired her ass.
And
was it over that? It wasn't over that.
They ain't gonna stay
I thought it
over
was the
that.
money.
No, well,
I think that was used.
And then her
that's
saying,
the
yeah,
reason
Trump
that they
approved
gave.
it.
That's the reason they gave, and I think that was used.
Two white people being
They had to satisfy them white folks about what happened. I told y'all them two white people being unalive like they were not going to fly.
that bullshit.
And
Now they do
the rest of the white people in the rest of the United States didn't like that bullshit.
Yep.
That wasn't gonna fly. Now they do things a little differently. They do a lot of things behind the scenes. You know, they make phone calls, calls their representative, hey, so and so, this is so and so of so and so. And that shit ain't gonna work. You guys gonna have to come up with a better deal. And let me know when you get through and contact me at this is Budweiser's grandson, and contact me at
So that's what took place.
I'll be back from the islands
They don't care.
next week. Let us know what you're gonna do. So that's what took place behind the scenes. They don't care what kind of lie you come to the public with.
So that's
That's on you. You figure that out.
another position.
But you got to do something.
Gonna come in.
So that's why
It was
she was given another position,
and they're not gonna
because they're never gonna come and admit that what they did was wrong, because that would be saying ICE was wrong, and they're not gonna do that.
a lot of folks ain't
So they're gonna remove her because it will satisfy a lot of people that she's being removed.
people are gonna say, well, why
A lot of folks ain't gonna care what the reason was. The fact that she's gone is gonna make them happy. Some people are gonna say, well, why come you didn't remove her for that, but you removed her for this?
under his so he can watch her.
We can argue that all day.
His fault,
But she's gone, and then he's kept her under his wing so he can watch her.
but we need to
And so he's made up some type of job and position to give her, where she'll still get a check. Because what we need to be asking is, what is her salary going to be for this position? That's what the question that the American citizens need to be asking right now. It's, what is the bitch's salary? Hot potato.
next.
I wonder if Pam Bombi's next though. Is she next?
I don't know.
She'll lose her license as soon as Trump come out of office.
Well, they're subpoenaing her.
I don't know.
Right now. So.
They seem really they're subpoenaing her right now, right? So we'll see if she gets the same treatment as Christie. This next time they're gonna drill her like that.
I think he gonna have to, because she know too much dirt. He gonna have to protect her.
Whenever I look at her, I'm like,
That is true. She does. She has seen a lot. She has seen a lot. Her eyes look dead. Whenever I look at her, I'm like, you look like you know something.
Have you ever seen that picture when she young with Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Damn, that don't even look like her.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It
She
doesn't.
wasn't bad looking then, but now, like, you like this dude.
No, they change.
this Botox and shit that messes with your muscles. And
They
Full of fillers, Botox. And see, a lot of women don't know they be getting this Botox and shit that messes with your muscles in your face. And as you age, and you really look crazy as fuck getting that shit. So you shouldn't mess with that until you get old. Wait till you get old and wrinkles all the fuck up. Then go get Botox.
Yeah.
Don't get
I was
Botox
thinking
while
about
you're
dyeing my
young.
hair since I'm getting older.
Even Chrissy Nome. Look at Chrissy Nome when she was younger, like 10 years ago. She looked completely different than she looks
She
now.
looked all fucked up. Her face and had fillers, and then you have all that bumpy ass under your layer of skin, looking like you got cellulite in the face.
Yeah.
Terrible. That's a terrible phrase to say about somebody's skin. Your skin looks coarse.
Well, they get surgery too young in life. You shouldn't get surgery until you done lost gravity and wait till your ass sag. Then go get a butt lift. Wait till your you done had all the children you gonna have, and your titties hanging like cows. Then go get you can go get a breast lift at that point if that's what you want to do. You shouldn't mess with your face until you get in your 60s or 70s. Because most of you, if you wear sunscreen and shit and some lotion, your skin will be all right till your 60s and 70s.
Well, they got the MAGA look.
And people
what you want to
wear a girdle every day. You keep down on that cellulite, whatever you call it.
I'm just listening.
It's cool though. What you want to add in? Now, Oba is a Republican. He's not necessarily. It's general. So it ain't like he cool though. He cool.
Yeah.
I know y'all like but no, he kind of broke it down. You know, it's look like it's generational. So it ain't like he just opted. You know.
Yeah.
He talking about my eyes, man. People always talking about my eyes and stuff, man. I've always looked like this, y'all. Even as a child, people don't. You know what? I can believe y'all that.
How old are you, Oba?
You don't look like you. Your eyes, I can still see the whiteness in your eyes. You don't look.
Oh, you look the same.
I'm 27.
Oh, cool.
I always look.
Yeah, you look the same. Actually, look identical. That's actually kind of crazy.
Got that little fatness up under there.
Yeah, you definitely look the same.
I would not go to bed. I don't know.
But you got an afro back then. Look at that fro.
Just when you look it up, I would not go to bed. I don't know if y'all know about this show. It's called Benny Hill. I would not go to bed until I watched. So he's like a British comedian. Benny Hill. But he would. It was like just when you look it up, like scantily. No wonder.
Was that like 50 years ago?
No, but he's like a British comedian. He would. It was like almost a variety show, but he would have like scantily clad women in the show.
Okay.
But the reason why I liked it so much is he had this little bald head dude. He would always like smack on the head. And my dad said I was laugh when I saw that. Big arch.
I heard there's a commercial out here of the McDonald's CEO advertising the new burger that they got up there, the McDonald's.
He was like big arch.
Yeah, the big arch. And that he done barely took a bite out of the big arch.
He doesn't look like you would eat that.
Right.
He's like,
you know, because he already know it's what kind of meat it is for real. I told y'all about McDonald's.
He doesn't want that.
Yeah, and then they compared him versus the other folks that run their burger places.
All three of them came out: Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's.
Well, McDonald's was a big arch. Yeah, Burger King, Wendy's. Was there someone else?
Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's. You know what?
They all came up with new burgers.
Well, they're like for some odd reason highlighting their CEOs. Like the CEOs are literally like stepping out, like, you know what I wanted? I wanted a Baconator. So I went down to our test kitchen and I made me a Baconator.
Really?
Right.
Like, yeah. What?
Probably not seem like corporate.
Burger King is made out of filler. They ain't got real meat either.
Delicious. If you watch dude take the bite of the McDonald's one, it just looked like
You barely broke the bread.
Like, give me the sweet dreams immediately.
He's like, I cannot process this. I cannot process this.
That's the sad thing, man.
And the one thing we all know, we know damn well the meat patties that was on that burger he was testing is not going to be the same size meat patty on that burger you finna get at McDonald's. I can guarantee it. That look like a patty that you make at home.
So you got all good house burger. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I wonder why that used to be, because I remember coming up, man, going to McDonald's was a treat. Like you went to the dentist's office, or you got all good grades. You know what I'm saying? But still kind of had to change. It changed.
It's corporations making it cheaper, trying to cut corners, trying to
But it
make
still
it.
kind of had that corporate feel though, because I can remember like it being multiple McDonald's, but it was still kind of the same quality. Like even when we would go to, or you know what I'm saying, travel, like I could still remember every McDonald's kind of having that set
same quality, that taste and stuff.
Yeah, it just
It could be nostalgia too, though.
aspect.
It could be nostalgia too, though. You come back and you think about things that you had before, and it's like, oh well.
No, well, food tastes different. Is what he's saying. Like I'm 63, and everything tastes different than what it tastes like when I was a kid, especially the cookies and the candies. But what I've noticed on cookies, since I've been experimenting with non-gluten foods, that taste seems to be similar to the taste in the cookies that I grew up on. So I'm thinking that maybe back then when I was a kid, they weren't putting gluten in the recipes. So there is a difference. Like y'all remember when Hostess changed that fluffy white icing. They changed the recipe in it, and they did it in the 90s. And people stopped buying them Suzy Q's. They was leaving them on the shelves because it was nasty as hell. It was thick. It went because I worked at 7-Eleven Southland Corporation at the time that they did that shit, and we couldn't sell a cupcake or none of that. And the ding dongs, they wasn't even messing with the ding dongs when they changed that filling. And then they went back to their original recipe on that. So they do mess with these recipes and change flavors and shit and stuff over years and time.
Don't you do it. Don't you mess up.
The ding dong. Now I'm mad about that. I've been loving ding dong.
Don't mess up no ding dong.
Oh, the ding dong is messed up all the way. It do not taste the way they got it now in a plastic thing. It's no longer in foil. It's no longer in foil. Remember, it used to be in foil. Plastic.
No, that's
no longer in foil.
It did like the little, but it kind of ended. I've seen.
I never had a ding dong before.
Now it's in a little plastic thing that you got to tear apart.
Hello,
it ain't as thick as it used to be no more.
We don't have any money, brother.
Crunch on the outside, and then they don't put the amount of filling that they used to put in there. It used to be every bite you would get that hard crunch on the outside with that filling on the inside with the cake.
It's also the wheat. The wheat also
They stopped using real sugar. They started using high fructose corn syrup and everything.
It's also the wheat. The wheat also it might be that the plant itself has changed, because some wheat plants have more gluten and some have less. Like in UK they have less gluten in their wheat plants actually. It's just
it's how you produce the plant itself, because like you said, in Europe they don't do it, but it's how what you want to say, lovely? Y'all looking lovely today?
No, I was just telling the gentleman, we're living under Trump's economy right now, so we are broke.
What's going on? Is he asking for money?
You need some money?
You in America?
What's going on, bro?
Husan.
Hansa.
Husan, where are you? Are you in America?
Hello.
You're probably in America, sitting out here trying to act like
His name is Hansa.
Oh, Hansa. You don't know how to talk? You don't want to talk. You don't want us to know. Yeah, okay. Keep patting. You speak English. You just said
How are you?
Fine.
I'm good. How are you?
No. No English. No Arabic.
You just said, how are you? That's English.
So, people in Syria speak English. You speak English now?
No. You are
Yes.
Syria.
So, people in Syria speak English.
Syria. Yes.
You're free over there. Y'all free. Y'all got a new leader. You in Syria?
What we gonna do here?
Syria, yes.
Yes. You're free over there. Y'all free. Y'all got a new leader.
Thank you. Oh, he just looking for the dump. What does Sear think of America? Yes, no, America?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He just looking for the dump. Gotta get the paper.
Let me give you a few dollars. He may need something over there. We don't know what the economy is like.
But we know what it's like over here.
We don't know who this individual is associated with. You can't just be giving these people money.
You think he a T group? If that rose,
you never know. He might be part of Hoplamine.
He had a baby crying in the background.
Yeah, he was like asking.
That one rose ain't gonna get him nothing.
Lovely, you missed it, Lovely. We had a little dude come on here. A dude on
He's a little man.
Get the money and shit. Yeah, he was like asking for galaxies, but I'm like, man, I keep hearing somebody talking to this dude. And he finally started looking up, and I'm like, put dude on the phone telling you to get the money and shit. They just ran away.
Yeah, like they was pimping him. I don't know.
It was kind of sad, man. They had him like dancing.
And then when I asked him if he needed help and if he needed to be rescued, then they left.
Kind of sad.
There might be people in these countries that are doing these things.
I'm like, you starting off with a galaxy?
He came on the wrong day to try to get a galaxy, huh?
Man, it was just. I'm like, you starting off with a galaxy?
He don't know English, but he typed thank you in American. Oh, but maybe the phone will do that for him, huh?
Okay. It'll translate.
I mean, you can know like the thank you, you're welcome, hello. I know that in Japanese. So I don't speak Japanese. I know that.
Oh, okay.
Au revoir.
Konnichiwa.
That's fine.
I couldn't believe Donald Trump fed them hockey players the damn McDonald's hill. They eat better than that at Mar-a-Lago shit.
So he really likes me.
I wonder if he have McDonald's at Mar-a-Lago, or if it's a personal shop.
His fat ass probably do. His fat ass.
So he really likes McDonald's.
Yeah, he said he likes
Let me
it.
stop because he get up here and call me fat every day.
Somebody tell me his McDonald's ain't like our McDonald's.
Jello made the men say hello, so I ain't worried about it.
Ready to become a Democrat yet, man?
Yeah, they make him a good burger, probably homemade.
Become a Democrat yet?
With the fries.
Oh, but you ready to become a Democrat yet, man? He almost swore last. You ready to become a Democrat yet?
No.
No, you're getting close. I can see it.
He almost there. This war lasting. How long you think this war going to last?
I was just on a live where someone said
military operation, and I'd say about 3 months.
3 months?
I
was just on a live where someone said it was going to last another week, and that's it.
How they know? How do they know?
He said that he knows Trump. He knows Trump's intention.
Sound like that crazy nut Victoria that be going around here saying she knew Epstein.
Oh, that girl! I see her all the time too.
It's just be lies.
Wait, it's this lady named
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, she came on our live one day. They tried to rope me in, and I'm like, hold on, billionaire, he treated me wrong. That lady, she's like, I know, I'm down here in Mar-a-Lago right now.
The blackers think she's somebody now. That whole ain't.
I was married to a billionaire. He treated me wrong. That lady,
You
he says
can
that
get
all the
the
time.
The billionaire.
That old raggedy pussy ass face shit.
I'm like, wait a minute, you mess with a billionaire? You don't take that.
She said a billionaire's son.
With 20-year-old pictures. I asked her to cut on the camera one day. She was like, you cut on your camera, so you know I cut my shit old. Like, I ain't got no problem with it.
They gonna be pulling. You're gonna be pulling.
And she was like, I don't have nothing to prove to you. I said, well, you told me if I cut on my camera, you was gonna cut on yours.
Crazy. They'll think they gonna be pulling. You're gonna be pulling up like, yeah, I do it. I ain't got no problem.
I ain't lying shit.
That is crazy, man.
And then she was like, she called me a fucking linebacker. I said, bitch, you gotta come better than that. I've been fat my whole life. I said, I've been a fat bitch all my life, baby. You gotta come better than me. Yeah. D-Rose get ate up too shit.
The dog don't want the bone. He wants to eat. Don't nothing but want a bone but a dog.
Right.
And the dog don't want the bone. He wants some meat first.
Exactly. Shit. I ain't never had no issue with these crevices.
I've never. I can maybe because I'm a little.
And we rubbing, starting fires in there. That ain't no way to get that.
And then maybe because my
some
mom
bones hitting each other, that ain't gonna work. Your bones.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
we rubbing, starting
Yeah.
fires.
I be sitting here, I be like, I be putting on my little outfits and all kind of stuff. So I was like, calling me fat ain't gonna bother me shit. Cause
Well,
it
she
ain't,
fat with a pretty face, so
look, this Sylvia, it ain't never stopped the motherfucking thing. You hear me?
I already know. I already know.
It's some.
Because who wants them clavicle bones, whatever clavicle, whatever you call that down there, hitting each other when you both skinny as hell.
But it's some dudes who like that. But I think
you know the only men that got a problem with big women is because they can't
Thank
read.
you, love. You set me up for that one. Thank you. Well, maybe that's why I love him so much.
Stop.
And I bet
Thank you, love. You set me up for that one. Thank you.
Can't read.
Skinny men really like big women.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Skinny men like now big men may not like a big woman.
They know they gonna eat good. They get warm at night. They got the little cushion.
One video.
I ain't tripping. I love my little size 16.
It's a drawback to that too. Don't be talking mess. I see this one video of dog, this skinny dude getting tossed around by his big girl, by his big lady. I mean, she like literally yoked him up and throwing him around like a dog.
That's me. I gave me one up too. I gave me one up too.
But he didn't do nothing. He ain't trying to hit her back.
Miss Sylvia, what you playing with me for? You know you smaller than me, shit. Dog. What you playing with me for?
She done ragged all them ass all over the room.
Oh, it's hilarious. I'm gonna try and find that for y'all.
Look, I just go play with your man before you play with me, cause baby, I'm gonna spit on your ass.
Oh man.
No, don't do it. No.
So I've been chilling with us though, man. Let me go outside something too, man.
I'm supposed to have my ass outside raking leaves.
Yeah, like a dog, his ass gonna come back every day.
And spraying my
I was gonna say it's raining here in Georgia.
Spraying my fertilizer shit. Damn.
What state are you in, Sylvia?
Missouri.
Oh, I was gonna say it's raining here in Georgia.
You know she from Missouri. She said Missouri.
Missouri. Cool.
Will you be messing with Arthur Bryant's or is it what's the other one?
I don't like neither one of them. Arthur Bryant's damn, I can't even think of the other one's name, but shit, what is it?
It's not Nilly's, right?
No, I'm trying to think. Hold on, this real pop Gates. Another one is called Arthur Bryant's and Gates. Those are the big name two black-owned barbecue. Gates they both been around about. And then another one is called Leon's Barbecue. That he's another gentleman that's been around a long time. It's not that their barbecue tastes bad or anything like that. I'm coming from Chicago, moving here. I'm into rib tips. I ain't really into the whole rib. I like rib tips, and you can't hardly find that. You can't find that here in this area. And I think their barbecue is too organized. And see in Chicago, like when you go in there and get your rib tips or either your ribs, they pull out the brown paper. Then they slop the bread down first. Then they put your meat down on top of that. Then they put the sauce, the pickles and the fries all up in there. And then they roll it up.
In Kansas City?
No. The shit is all packaged with cellophane paper. Cellophane wrap, plastic wrap. And it's on a little plate. They done put your little ribs over here, your little potato salad over there. Your fries come in a little separate container. They don't even get none of the sauce. That's how they do their shit. You got to go home and mix it all up. Where in Chicago, by the time you get home, it's done marinated marinated together. The fries is good and soaked, and I mean, it's just a
But
different
see, they do
vibe.
that in Texas though. They like do that in like South Texas, where they wrap it up in parchment paper and stuff like that. They don't really do it.
Brown paper
interesting.
bag. That's what we
I would
used to
think
do.
that I would have thought Kansas City Missouri would have did that before Chicago.
No, they don't do that. Not here in Kansas City, they don't do it. No, there's not one barbecue place, even the white folks don't do it.
Let me ask y'all a question: do y'all prefer your barbecue with sauce or no sauce?
No sauce.
Look at you, man, lovely you.
I want some sauce, but I can eat it without sauce if you didn't season it good.
I like mine because this is the thing. If you can clean that meat good and marinate it good, season it good, you don't need sauce.
You don't really.
You sound just like my mama, man.
You're right. You don't really need it.
But
for some reason, I like a little sauce. At least put the sauce on there and put it back on the grill and let the sauce cook into it. And then I won't add no additional. But sometimes I want a flavor of a sauce. But you're right. If that meat is seasoned right and then it's tender, you don't need no sauce.
And I can't stand when people put it all over the if you invite people over, right? Put it on half the meat and leave the other half is if people want sauce, they can add it. But if you put sauce all over your meat, don't invite me to your barbecue.
I would say don't put sauce on none of it when you're at a barbecue if you're open to feeding a lot of different people. Because you can know sauce as an option, and so people can get the sauce and then they can mop it on their meat if they want.
Yeah, because I don't, even when I barbecue myself, I know my shit is gonna hit. Like I ain't get this jello from nowhere, baby. I cook down, okay? So I don't ever add it to my meat.
Better not say the 4th of July either, Gator. Or Memorial.
I only have barbecue like once a year, so I can't say.
Wait a minute.
Where are you from?
Patriotism. Better not say the 4th of July either, Gator.
Nah, I don't celebrate 4th of July.
Give me your patriotism.
Where you from,
Wait a minute. Your patriotism right now, Gator.
I don't. I celebrate Juneteenth. That's what I celebrate.
Give me your patriotism.
I don't know.
Where you from? Where you only eat it once a year?
He's right. We shouldn't spend no money on the 4th of
You
July.
from Georgia?
Yes.
We don't have to.
And you only eat it once a year?
Yeah.
It might be in this culture.
Like once or twice, maybe.
We're gonna have to get you country fried.
Child, the damn mosquito died. We throw some on the grill.
Well, one thing I'm gonna tell you men about eating barbecue, any type of meat, stop eating the charred part of the meat because it could be hard on your prostate. I'm talking about the part that's they done burnt a little bit or darkened.
I love burnt in brisket. Oh my god, with some pimento cheese.
Oh yes, I love that pimento cheese.
And I make this wrap with the burnt in, the pimento cheese, little jalapeno. Oh my god.
And it's a sandwich.
Oh my god! And it could be a wrap, or you could even put it on potatoes. Oh my
potato!
Okay, sweet potato. Oh my god!
Yeah, get your little hog head cheese.
What about some iceberg lettuce?
No, hey, but you know what's so funny? Okay, they try to be healthy and live all the long time.
You must go add some cheese, ham, croutons, eggs.
No, hey, but you know what's so funny? You can put it on your where I work at. They be talking like that because I be trying to cook healthy. They be like, "Wait, I put some more butter on it. You don't put no butter on my stuff. Put some salt, pepper." Like you can put it on yourself. I'm not gonna kill you. All right.
I gotta eat healthier. My dad, I realized with his health and how it's gone, it's like he kind of like when I was growing up, we ate all kinds of stuff. Like we didn't care. But now I'm like growing up now, I'm like, okay, like that was not really that good of a decision. So I gotta make sure if I'm eating like that, it's like very infrequently as much as possible.
You gotta be it's in moderation.
Yeah.
Moderation.
We prepare our foods too. That's some of the difference too. So it's not necessarily what you eat all the time. It may be the way you're preparing what you eat that's harmful. Maybe you should be baking as opposed to frying.
Yeah.
That air fryer done changed the game for folks.
Yeah.
Air frying is a good thing because you ain't in the grease. It's not frying in its grease, and then the droppings are dripping to the bottom of the pan.
Yeah. I just know that like genetically, like my family, they get high blood pressure real easy, and I think high blood pressure is like the main thing. I got hypertension real easy, so I'm like, all right, let me just make sure it's good right now, so I don't have to worry about it later.
Good for you.
Health is wealth,
yes. Come on, you gotta, you just do it, bro. Just do it.
I hate America.
I know why you.
Folks at work, y'all can't eat. You know what's one of my pet peeves though? I hate American cheese.
It's good for
you hate it?
I hate American.
Even when I was a kid, I couldn't stand that government cheese.
That was some good.
It's like plastic.
No, it wasn't. That American cheese was not good, Miss Sylvia.
It's not even.
When
real
I was
cheese.
a kid, it was.
But we love it.
Commodity.
It wasn't in the 90s.
Black people are like, we love that shit.
I don't know what it tastes like in the 90s, in the 60s, in the 70s. It was some pretty good cheese.
I don't like we got into it with that. Black people at my job about American cheese. You gonna put some American cheese like that?
No.
And then I show them on the grill like, look how it's melt. One day it don't even melt like cheddar. So what? Give me some. That might.
I mean,
hey, come on, coming down. Be like, one day I'm gonna say, I'm coming to your funeral. Coming to your funeral.
All cheese coming out.
That might not be right. Hey, come on into the office, buddy. What were you saying?
Since you are a chef conscious, when I watched different videos, so I was watching a video that says you really shouldn't put salt into your ground hamburger meat before you cook it because it changes the texture of the meat. You should only add it after the fact.
Yeah,
so is that true?
That's how my grandmama. She said my grandmama never added salt to her ground meat. Any ground meat.
I've been messing.
I might like that. Like, literally, just maybe some Cajun seasoning.
Salt do absorb fluid, so that would make sense.
I don't use a lot of salt anyway, to be honest with you, when I cook, because like you can't really taste what you cooking. You just really taste the salt. Like for me, like I love cooking with like Creole seasoning. I like to do fresh, like, I cut up fresh celery, fresh onion, fresh bell pepper and fresh garlic. And I might put a little parsley leaf in there, but because I'm gonna tell you, like in my like roast and my smothered chicken, I don't use any salt. Like I'll do like as far as salt, if it has salt content is when I add the au jus gravy and when I add that French onion soup by Lipton. I'm telling y'all, with some vegetable broth, and then you got your fresh vegetables in there, and then I let it cook for about 4-5 hours, and then an hour before I pull it out, I put some fresh mushrooms in there, y'all. When I tell y'all, a little specks of pepper, sticking that gravy up.
You know what?
And I don't use no salt.
I have to break that fast.
But you got enough in the onions.
Yeah, I'm all the black man fall in love. Let me get it just quiet. Like, you know what? I'm gonna have to break that fast.
It does sound good. It does sound good. I can't lie.
I'm just saying, but
she said no salt.
You can. It's no salt. You can eat. You can eat good. Like if you use fresh ingredients, because it's like I like tasting the celery. I like tasting the onion. Like I don't want to taste just straight salt in my food.
Yeah, but what you could also substitute is like Miss Dash, like some vegetable seasoning if you really want salt, or that kind of like. That's what I try and use a lot of vegetable seasoning.
Guys, I don't want to eat a 40-inch dildo to the booty hole clean. Does anyone do that?
What?
What is wrong with these white folks? These white folks, no wonder they leading essays. This why they leading essays. They fucking weird. Did y'all see that white man grab that black lady on vacation and was trying to drag her in the bathroom? On vacation with you. I'm gonna find. Hold on. She posted it on the Book of Faces. Let me see if I can find it. And he was on vacation with his wife and 2 kids when he grabbed her, y'all. Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, let me find the video real quick. And see, this the thing. He grabbed the right one, cause baby, I would have been turning with his ass. You hear me? I said, girl, you should have snatched that old pot belly motherfucker up. Hold on, let me see if I can find the video, y'all.
Okay, then we are.
Cause I don't think I'm gonna have to probably switch to my.
I think a lot of people come.
Hold on.
These people are weird, man.
That's kind of a good thing, you know. Okay, then we are like. So that's kind of. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people come here with hurt. Scary too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a good thing, you know. We trying to help people out. So that's kind of, you know what I mean. It's scary too. Though.
Hold on, let me find this y'all real quick. I'm gonna go to my phone.
To make
I get scared. I get scared when these people come up and they just start spouting off. I'm like,
so it's just
y'all have nothing going on in life, or you're just what's happening?
TikTok needs to make a feature where, like, I want to say you could screen the person, but like cover up, so it's just like you or something. So you. It's
Posted, she was like,
roll the dice.
So weird. So weird.
hold on, y'all, cause this the lady she posted
to one of us though.
Like she don't have video access on this damn page. Give me a second.
Maybe you could send it to one of us though. Oh well.
Hold on.
I mean, I have Facebook for plenty of years.
How do I send it off the Book of Faces?
You might can copy. Oh wow. I mean, I have Facebook in plenty of years.
You have to save the video. I don't know if you can save it off of Facebook.
You might can copy the link.
Hold on.
And then put the link in on.
Hold on, give me a second.
I gotta get back on the Facebook.
Cause I don't have the Book of Faces on my tablet. Cause
can't you make money on this? Man, I gotta get back on the Facebook.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna tell you the only reson I'm still on there is because I keep up with my family from like New York and Chicago and shit on there.
Nah. If you're on Facebook,
I mean, I still have my page.
Turn your camera on.
It's just deactivated.
Your camera on if you have a second device and play the video on the second device and turn your camera on and point it to at the device.
I gotta log on.
that could work good.
I gotta log on. I gotta figure it out. Okay, I see you at least in a second. Let me see something.
I was on a live.
I don't have video access on this account. Let me see some. Let me see.
Maybe we could just look it up though.
Cause y'all gotta see this fucking shit, y'all. Hold on, let me see real quick.
Maybe we could just look it up though.
Hold on, I'm gonna just screen record it real quick. And see, cause that shit was crazy too. And I mean, grab her ass. Look. Don't get that strawberry smoothie. And see, she looking all crazy. And I mean, grabbed her ass up. I would have grabbed his ass. Don't get that strawberry smoothie. And see, she looking all crazy and shit. I would have got to turn it. I would have grabbed his ass by his goddamn head and I would have towed that head up. You hear me? And all the white folks standing around. Because who in the hood play like that? So they coming out their hotel.
Nobody.
And all the white folks standing around looking crazy because she was screaming, so they coming out their hotel rooms. All right. All right, boom. All right. Let me see his ass. Let me see something. This man just don't know. I'm getting sick of his ass.
Access to the live.
I don't.
I'm gonna follow that account, but that help you get more access to go live.
I don't get on this page. I don't. I can go live. I just can't turn my camera on, Miss Sylvia. I really don't get on this page. I really don't get on this page.
All right.
All right.
Got me one on.
I know. I dropped it. All right, boom. Hold on. Let me show y'all this shit here.
What the hell?
Okay, y'all can see it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Put it on the big screen.
All right.
And this on a cruise ship?
What? All right.
Yeah, bro. And this on a cruise ship? A hotel room.
Mm-hmm. You see, she should have been tearing his head.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What's going on?
You see, she should have been tearing his head.
That?
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
Maybe he just stopped.
He just stopped. Yeah.
It is. Oh, maybe
Maybe
people
they had
was
it.
looking.
Maybe they had
people
an
were coming out.
encounter.
Look, yeah, that's what it is.
And shit, and whatever. But in the description, she said. But y'all see how he just picked her up and shit, and whatever. But in the description, she said she was hesitant to post it or whatever. But she said that he grabbed her on vacation in that little. In the description, she said that little room he was trying to take her in was a bathroom, right? But he in the video recording she got didn't have sound on it, but he put her down and let her go because he started hearing people doors click and stuff from hearing her scream and stuff.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I wish the video had some sound, but the minute he would have put first of all, I would have heard his heavy foot ass coming behind me. She said she was coming out of the.
Was that a hotel or a cruise ship?
It's a hotel. They was in the she said she was coming out of the hot tub, and she said he was in the hot tub area, and she left the hot tub area because he was making her uncomfortable.
She reported him and he got arrested.
Mm-hmm. And who was he there with?
His wife and 2 kids.
So she reported him, and he got arrested.
And no, she said in Tennessee, they still can't find him. Did in the description, I had to.
Oh, he knocked on that door. She didn't report it immediately that day?
No, she did. She did in the description. I have to go back and read because I screen recorded it. Do you got Facebook? You got Facebook and Sylvia?
Uh-huh.
The name of the lady is Logan McFatter. Logan Logan. Then last name is McPhatter.
I'm gonna go look it up.
DLX, do you hear me, girl? I would have been tearing their head up.
Up like that. So he got you.
We from Alabama, honey, so they don't know how we do
but
that.
she didn't know when he picked her up like that. So he got your arms because he got you around up under your shoulders and above your elbows. So the only thing you would have been able to do is
step on
probably
their foot.
it's been your arms. Well, he got you up off the ground because he's carrying you. You would have had to use your feet, and you would have the best part at that point would have been to hit his knees and try to hit so hard on his knees you break it or knock it out of socket or something, which would have brought his fat ass to the floor.
Throw some elbows too.
That's the only thing you can reach. You can't even reach his
So
groin.
that look, if I'm on the panel next time when them motherfuckers get up here and want to talk about black men, I'm gonna show they white ass.
Yep.
So this is y'all do, motherfucker.
Or
This is the type
the
of shit
other
y'all
move
do.
that she could have
What
did
Bob
was to put her feet down and try to swing between his legs and come behind and grip with her legs.
Yeah, I want to show Bob that shit.
Got arms down, so the only thing
Show
she
Bob
wouldn't-
that
she
shit.
can't reach him to hit him with her arms because he got arms down. So the only thing she could have fought with was her mouth with sound, and then her feet. She would have to use her feet and legs to stop him.
It was maybe last week he was saying that
Tim Tebow went on a talk show podcast. Was it maybe last week? He was saying that the majority of all these essays are white men. He was telling them something they seemed like they didn't know. He was like, yeah, all these white fathers, all these white men. He said, when I'm in these spaces, they talk about their kids in this way, and yeah, this is a problem with the white community. And I was like, I'm applauding you for finally bringing it up as like, because people don't seem to know that that's a big problem in the white community that y'all need.
Oh,
to
they
address.
know. They just don't want to talk about it because they want to talk about everybody else.
I can't remember when he did it, but he testified on Congress, and he had like this map, and they had like all these red dots across the country. He said all of those are IP address with a known child P on them. Like so, and it was like, I mean, you should have saw like
exactly like that.
He's worried about white man touching. Like so, it's a huge problem.
And
If
then
for
I'm
some
gonna
odd
tell
reason
you,
he's
black
trying to
men are
tackle it like
overly
white man
represented on those
specifically.
registries.
He's worried about white man touching.
He said white
It's
man.
not black people. He's specifically going after the white people. So thank you, Tim Tebow.
Thank you. Thank you. There was a TikTok I was watching of this guy. This on another podcast. I was like, whenever I pick up my daughter, that's something you got to know is like when you're a father and you pick up your daughter, you're gonna get aroused. And they started laughing. Both of them started laughing. I'm like, are y'all serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. That's what he was saying on the on the podcast. He was saying like that's what's gonna happen, and they just laughed. They just laughed about it. It's like that's not funny. That's not funny at all. That's weird, bro. You're admitting that? He's like, yeah, we all know it. We all know it. Yo.
Setting her on their lap, is that what they're talking about, or just the
Picking them up?
her up?
Just picking them up. So just picking up your kid is gonna make that happen. It's like, speak for yourself. Y'all need to work out your problems. You shouldn't be announcing it to the world before you work it out. That's what I'm saying. Sleepy weirdos, bro. But these are the people coming up on your panel, Con. Those are the people.
It's okay. Uh-oh. You got a piece of roast in your teeth, buddy.
Lovely.
It's okay. See, this is why you floss, because
Lovely.
There you go.
Oh, Hercules. We're gonna let her be a mommy. She being a mommy. Oh, Hercules. Oh no. No.
You saw they elected.
Those are the precious moments. Already.
And
They chose him.
Yeah, I was about to
So
say.
you saw they elected a new supreme leader in Iran?
Already?
And I guess not elected, they chose him. I guess not.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it so it ain't succession with that then?
Yeah, it's his son. It's one of his sons.
Okay.
He's the new supreme leader.
He can't like or
I
dislike.
saw that, but I thought they said Trump didn't like him.
Well, he has no choice. He can't like or dislike. It just is what it is. But yeah, they got a new one. But I don't know what this guy is gonna. I don't know if he said anything yet about what they, what the intentions are.
Yeah.
It might be a little wilder than Trump.
Someone came here and
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's like if someone came here and boom boom the country. You think we would be happy? You think we would say, oh yeah, we'll work with you?
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah. 7 soldier passed away too.
The United States of America for unjustified war. And then we're going to pay.
Discrimination.
They're going to sue the United States of